J Squad.
We gotta find. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find. Gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find.
Thank you as always, Kamoji.
That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find the program. That's the first clue. We gotta find. That's the first clue. That's the first clue.
Little late coming into the show, coming into the stream, but you know, I got a little one and he just didn't want to go to bed, so had to spend that extra time helping him. He's hitting that stage where he's starting to be afraid of the dark or afraid of being alone. So fun stuff as always. We got a few interesting topics today. A few interesting topics going on, and of course, we're going to be continuing to play Deck of Haunts. Deck of Haunts. That's what it is. I've had fun with this game, though I admit I haven't played it as much off screen as I usually do when playing this because this one hit me so hard. And that's because another game that I'll probably be checking out on the channel, Menace, came out. And oh man, I've been waiting for that game forever. That's like one of my hyped games. Turn-based tactical slop. We know it. We love it. Oh, but what do we have today, guys? What do we have today? We have anti-wokers and savvy and uh, woke voice actors and of course Overwatch of all things. So it's going to be a interesting night to say the least. To say the least. I do want to bring up a couple of things because it's getting closer to it. I've mentioned it before, but I'll put out a post in my Discord and uh, on YouTube that the beginning of March I will be leaving. I've got a course that I've got to go do, and I probably won't. No, I won't be able to stream for about 3 weeks. I won't be back for 3 weeks. So I'll probably still be on X, talking on X and doing stuff like that in my Discord and things like that. I just won't be able to bring everything with me to be able to stream effectively, and I'm not going to do it on just a laptop. Plus, my normal streaming times may interrupt other people who are there. So that's what's going on there. We'll, like I said, I'll put a post about it out soon, maybe tomorrow. But let's get into some content, right? Actually, let's play this a little bit because it's been a minute since I played. I was building rooms, 175 points. Oh yeah, we were gonna do like a relic room, but we don't have anything big enough. So this one needs 4 tiles. Wait, how many does it need? 8 tiles. This one could probably meet it if I did this. Yeah, but then that's not really in the way. This is 8. Oh, I already have one right there. So yeah, we're eventually going to connect this. So let's do that. And what's going on, Grizzle? How you doing today? Let's see here. You've been messaging me quite a bit today. Where do you go here? Because I think I'm just going to do a little hallway. Officers! The popo's coming. You know how I feel, nothing but anger, not gonna lie. Well, you gotta put that, like, I'll tell you this, Grizzly, you gotta put that aside, right? You can't let all of it just make you angry. You'll be stuck with that forever. So I say don't let it eat you up. Just go with the flow, make fun of them, call them out where you have to get it. I mean, I get it. I get a little heated online too, especially when we get to start talking about politics. It's why I don't cover politics a lot on my channel, if at all. So you gotta take a breather sometimes. Maybe take a little break. Let's add 2 tension. We'll do this card and this one for now. We'll do this, and it's going to actually be their turn. They're going to get to move again. I get it. Step away, do something you like. You know, it's always a hard thing to do when you get caught up online. Let's do that. That'll give me 4 points. Let's do 3 cards. Then we hit these guys. Then we hit this. Boom. Let's do that so I get some more points. Then what do we got? Don't really have. There we go. Let's get some sheep on in here. Oh, Overwatch official posted? No kidding. Send me a link to that. Well, let's see here. I'm going to add that. Exception. Okay, we'll add that to the repertoire. So yeah, if you haven't read the the stuff we're going to be going through. A lot of it is about Overwatch, which in my history has been one of the wokest games to ever exist, right? Overwatch has just always bled woke. I remember seeing all the stuff about the diversity, um, what was it called? The diversity tracker. I don't know, that's not what it was called, where they were trying to make sure that they were as diverse as possible in in their situation, which to me is silly, but to others, I guess not so much. They're also known for like just very different like characters, right? Isn't that it? Or at least diverse characters, as the anti-wokes would hate to say. First, though, now that we're kind of getting into the groove of killing these coppers, let's get started. Boom. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's bring it down to reading first. Oh, that's not the one we want to see. We're gonna look at this Asmon video first. That came up here. I saw this, and we all know that Asmon's an absolute retard. So I wanted to go over this little clip that he talks about, and you know, did it not open? What's going on here? Okay, it did. I'm just dumb and looking at the wrong screen. Looking at the wrong screen. So let's watch this video.
Sasan? Oh god.
Did you
Is
check
this
out
the one?
Emeru's apology? No. I haven't seen the Emeru apology stuff. I was gonna talk
yeah.
about it because like
Yeah.
Asmongold apparently, like Emeru got yelled at because woke is back.
Uh-huh. We do have to do something about this. And I will continue, like, I think I might ramp up my hostility towards the people online that are pushing these woke narratives. I think we might need to ramp it up and be even.
So first of all, what are these woke narratives? Like, when is woke come back? There are established areas now that are really considered woke. You could say games. Devs are going to make the games that they want to make, right? But this idea of angry Trandoshan, welcome, damage, welcome. Deathclaw, sometimes there's charm is about making everything. He's losing his friends, and I feel one by one. They have full control over everything. Talking about Asmon. So anyway, like, where's this woke narrative coming back? Right now, if anything, the anti-wokes are still in power, even as the movement, the right wing movement falls apart with the Tectone file, or with not the Tectone file, was the Epstein files, and then yeah, you have Tectone coming out and being an absolute rapist, as he's been called before. Now just proven right, the Tectone files. That's right. So yeah, Asmon's probably feeling really isolated right now and alone. No one wants to hang around him. No one wants to be with him. So all he has is his audience to go through. And here I thought we were talking about Rev today. I made a comment towards Rev earlier about his fake Christian bullshit. But yeah, there is a lot happening. There is a lot happening. Maybe I'll pull up that one later if we have time, just to appease Simon. What happened to Saphira being on the document? Wait, what was Saphira? Did you talk to me about that? Where was it? Where was it? Send it to me. I might have forgot about it with me skipping days. The last 2 months have been like absolutely crazy for me. Twitter. Yeah. Saphira, that's the chick who is doing the voice acting, right? Yeah, we're getting to her. We're getting to her. And we're also talking about some of the Mercante stuff before we get to it as well. So, but we'll get there. We'll get there. If not, message me if I'm going in the wrong direction. We already watched the Saphira video. Oh, hold on. Did I already cover that one? Was that the last one? See, you can't do this. I can't remember what I did last stream. Oh, I did. I watched her video and added it to the document. I thought it was a fairly decent video. She's definitely very woke, and her her VTuber constantly moving aggravates my ADHD. But yeah, we already watched that one on there. So that's who I was trying to remember, because I meant to follow her and I don't think I ever did. But anyway, let's keep listening to this. As Miguel says, we have to do something about this woke agenda when the woke are definitely not in power.
Even more militant and aggressive at these people. We do. I think we have to be a lot more militant and aggressive at them.
Now, this is coming from a guy who never in his life even signed up to join the military. I don't know if he even could. I did tag you in Feed the Pig. Yeah. YouTube really just doesn't moderate. No, not really. But yeah, this idea of being militant, this guy has no idea what's being militant or even being aggressive, right? He's the least intimidating person that's out there. The only thing that he has going for him is he has a large audience. He can't fucking, he can't debate. He get fucking, I'm going to repeat my tweet here a little bit. He rolled over like a fucking dog. The first dog that Hassan beat to death. Yes, he is an activist, Red Stain. Welcome. So he got beat like a dog when talking with Hassan. So he won't debate anybody anymore. He won't talk with anyone outside his little circle of anti-wokers. He is too afraid to go against his audience, right? All he does is repeat what they say. And the dude's never had the balls to join the military. Even if he has some medical reason, he would have never thought of it coming out of it. Dude's a pussy. Yeah, he is kind of basically admitting that his audience is a weapon. And this is also coming from the guy, well, we'll get to that because he's going to mention free speech.
100%. Because if you're not, they'll do it to you. I'll link you guys like one of our Twitter community.
If they're going to be SJWs and try and do things that would abuse and go against your values, you should just give up your values.
So there it is. They're used to being militant and aggressive. Yeah, well, we have to be even more aggressive. We have to be even more aggressive.
He joined the battlefield military and got immediately dishonorably discharged. Fuck me, damage. What's going on, money? It's kind of depressing in a way. You have other content creators becoming successful, and Asmongold has turned into a political cuck. Yeah, absolutely. He just repeats. It almost seems like he's going back to this woke. Like I really wonder if he's trying to guide over to this woke because Daddy Trump is mentioned so many times in the Epstein files, right? There's supposedly this 2019 police report has come out, but we're not going to get that political on it.
Even more hostile. And is this the example here? If I can find it. We're at 40,000 people. We have made 40,000 people. 40,000 people in this community.
See,
we have to be more aggressive.
That's just another thing, like where 40,000 people in this community. We have to be more aggressive. He's already called for doxing, right? So we know he doesn't believe in freedom of speech, because he would rather have people doxed for saying mean words than for anything else. Yeah, he's admitting it.
People. Because you don't want to have them go around and bully and try to enforce their worldview on other people. That's what we need to do. I feel like you're just alienating moderates by being more like the left. That's just, bro, like, this play by their rules and maybe they'll let you in. I don't function that way, okay?
Yeah. I have no morals, so I don't bother to, fight for what I actually believe in. I'm just going to be the new SJWs, and I'm just going to completely drop everything that I have said that I believe in to be the left.
Other people like functioning that way. That's not what I do. I don't play by other people's rules. I do what I want, and that's it.
He does nothing. He talks online, and he's asking for his audience to be more militant. He's not going to do anything. He doesn't have the balls to talk to any of these people or even go after these people. He is a fucking weak pussy cuck.
They aren't winning, though. They absolutely, like, whenever they're able to bully and cause an effect like this, that's absolutely a win for them. They're going to see that as a win 100%. They absolutely will.
Yeah, these dudes have... Asmongold is just a complete vagina hiding behind his audience to make himself feel big, because he knows he has nothing else in life. All of his friends either don't want to talk to him or are rapists. So... let's keep going on to the next thing, guys. Over to the next thing, and I'll start making it smaller now. He did that when he boosted Grum's a legit lolcow. He could have farmed into the heaven. He could have. He absolutely could have. I mean, it was so easy. It's so easy to see Grum's for the pathetic wretch that he is. He doesn't, you could look at his history, like, all you have to do, and that's the problem with the anti-woke as a whole. We're going to see it with this next story, is all you have to do is look into these guys' past, or even into gaming history's past, and you can tell how wrong they are. This whole Overwatch shit we're going to go through is the very example of that. Oh, Simon, oh, by the way, Strawberry said some real dumb shit about slurs recently. Oh, man, send that to me. I want to see what her opinion of slurs are. I think if woke comes back, it's going to self-correct the timeline in the most bizarre way. Yeah, well, it's like, is it going to come back and be as insane as it was before? Knowing how insane that the right is ramping up into now, or people like Asmongold are ramping up into now. Let's see this shit. Hold on. Oh, Simon's always got to talk me into some
using a queer slur.
Okay. Let's see what this Strawberry chick. Blue Sky has a bunch of old school woke, but they get bullied by millennials. I mean, as they should, in that idea. Like, the people who want to do cancel culture and shit like that, decry them, call them out. Don't do things like what Asmongold wants you to do. He wants you to actually go out and dox them. He's already said that once before, and now he wants his audience to be militants and go attack each other. When someone says something stupid, fucking call them out for it. That's what freedom of speech is for. Let's hear what fucking Strawberry has to say.
There's a huge difference between a queer man using a queer slur and a non-queer man.
Yeah, okay, sure. If you're using it, like, with your friends in, like, a funny way, I could give you a pass for that. Like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say you can't call your gay friends the F slur as a joke. I still think it's a little weird. Like, even whenever I, like, considered myself, like, LGBT, because I did at one point consider myself bi in college, and, like, I was friends with, like, gay... I never said gay slurs. I don't know. I've never said slurs.
I like her going with the I have a gay friend approach.
Like, I know that's crazy, right? I just never have really wanted to say any. But I think it's very weird when you're saying them in a derogatory manner, right? To, like, put other people down and hurt people. I think that's not a good excuse, Kaya. Not a good excuse.
There was a huge...
So hold on. She's trying to play the moral high ground with this. Strawberry's just trapped with the dumbest husband in the universe, right? Like, has Rev ever had a problem with this, Simon? They're so, yeah. It's so... I'm sorry. Like, y'all know my opinion on slurs. I don't care either way. I especially don't care if a gay man is using the F slur in a derogatory way. Right? Oh man. Read what is said in the thread. Let's see here. There's a huge difference between a queer man using a queer slur and a non-queer man using it. You show your bigotry in either way, and you use your faith to make yourself seem like a good person. Okay, yeah, and I agree with that. There is a difference, whether you like it or not. There is a difference between a straight man saying it and a queer man saying it. I generally don't care about slurs. I never will. It's on that same road of like a black man saying the N-word versus a white man saying it. Yeah, you might joke around with your friends, but you can say it online. I don't give a shit. I don't care. And he's okay to say it. Oh, you have self-hating blank written all over you. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. Like, that's legitimately funny. Oh God, I'm man. Yeah, it makes sense. Considering the R3334 and that conversation he had publicly. I can't believe they have a tag for their characters on the site, do they? Oh God. Oh, thank you, Simon. So free speech Adeluz out here crying about people using slurs and reappropriating them now. Anti-woke Christians have gone full circle and are modern equivalents of 2016 SJWs. Me and Simon are on the same page here with this. We always kind of have been, even when I thought he was a little too woke. But here's the thing about these fake Christians, right? Is it's performative Christianity. It's not real Christianity. It's performative. What is it, Rev? The comment that I went at with Rev is he's preying on X. Like, are you kidding me? You're doing that not because you are being a Christian. It's because you want people to perceive you as a Christian. And I've been in a lot of churches, right? There's always this one, usually a female, I'll say bitch, who acts holier than everybody else until you realize she ain't following any of the words that she said. Or he. It can be a he. I won't be sexist. I'll be a little sexist. So, yeah, they... oh, excuse me. It's just fake. It doesn't exist. Yeah, Chat GPT Bible stuff. Oh God, yeah, it's just performative. I hate it. You're not a real Christian if you're on here, talking like this, praying on X. For me, praying is something you do personally with God. I don't need everyone to know that I'm praying, right? Oh man, you can what, proselytize? Is that the word for it? You can preach to people to try and see the word of God. I believe in that. I'm not good at it. I'm a bad Christian in any terms of the word. Don't read my Bible enough, don't pray enough, but at least I'm not this. Oh God. So anyway, on to Alyssa Mercante updates. Recently, me and some others got a couple of screenshots from you know who. Now, I'm going to say this, like, this is obviously written from one perspective, right? So there is things you have to take with a grain of salt. I don't think her lawyer wrote this. This is probably notes from her watching the lawyers go back and forth. It's never sounding good for our friend Jeff. It just seems like with everything that Ron's doing, they're making the case go on longer and longer, right? Yeah, this was written by lawyers. Was written by lawyers. Examine it. I gotcha. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy barbecue come, damaged, damaged, damaged. Thy pork be done on earth as it is in heaven. One of these days, damaged. Pow. to the moon, bud. Oh. Anyone who's too young won't get that reference, but I say it to my wife all the time. We need the audio so bad. I know. I want to kind of hear this back and forth. I doubt we'll ever get it though. I don't think we're going to see it. But anyway, this first portion I've actually talked back and forth with Damage Sector on, and he has kind of oh, excuse me. I think he has the right section on this. In fact, what I should have done is pull up his tweet too. Without leaking all his information, I'm on my other Twitter page. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still going to take it with a grain of salt because, yeah, it may be from lawyers. There are, we don't know directly who it's coming from. So we'll get that over here. I'll pull that over in a second. So the first part, number one, is the Wix back-ended humiliation. This is why I said it doesn't sound like lawyer to me. Is like this is something that Alyssa Mercante. I was going to call in and record it, but my number would show up in the call records, and I didn't want to set up a digital number. Oh man, you got to make the sacrifice for us sometimes, Damage. You just got to make that sacrifice. Oh man. Oh, but anyway, the Wix back humiliation. This is why, I think it's not written by lawyers. Because is that what they would say? Look, I don't know. I can't say one way or the other. Am I in? Yeah, y'all can read it. The defense. Coleman argued that the point of Wix is not knowing how to code. So his client shouldn't be expected to access back-end code. He tried to argue that hiring an expert to go find it goes beyond reasonable custody and control. So after talking with Damage back and forth on it, yeah, I kind of actually agree with Coleman on this one. And here's the thing, he would have to, you're talking about him having to hire somebody to go get it. I don't necessarily agree with Damage's assessment. We'll get to that in a minute. Or the way he worded it. But it seems like this is where I think it could have, it feels like they're slowing down the case, whether it's Alyssa's side or whether it's Coleman's side. It's like they're both slowing down this case for it. The judge rejected the idea that ignorance is no excuse. She essentially said, if you don't know how to do it, get someone who does. So, yeah, this kind of goes back to what we're going to read here in a minute. And then the trap. She cornered Coleman into either agreeing to a Wix subpoena, which he fears because it delays the case, or agreeing to a screen share with the plaintiff, which exposes his client's incompetence/lies. Coleman folded and said, we'll work it out, which means he lost. Who's Coleman? We're talking about Ron Coleman. He is the lawyer who is defending SmashJT against Alyssa Mercante. So, there's this whole lawsuit. Supposedly he was going to get slapped. It's been unofficially slapped. There are a couple of ways you can try and slap it ahead of time before the court actually starts. But it didn't go through on those ones. The official slap went through, but the judges said that they're at least doing a partial discovery. So here we are where Ron has been Alyssa's lawyer has accused Ron of not giving the proper information in the proper amount of time and giving really basic answers to it, right? And this was a talk that came up recently between the judge, Ron, and Green, who is Mercante's lawyer. And they have been hashing out some things that were in here. This first one was Wix. Wix is the if I remember right, it's the website or it's the guy that owns the company that owns the website that SmashJT uses. It's one of those companies where you can make your own website even though you don't know how to code, kind of things. So that's where it kind of comes up as like Wix is not about the code. Since you agree on part of it, I'd like to hop on and clarify something if I need to. Yeah, absolutely. Come on in. It's not really that I disagree with some of it. It's the way you put it, I guess, was for it. But yeah, if you want to jump into, well, you know where, the waiting room, I'll pull you in. So that's this. Well, Damaged. I love Damaged because he always he's definitely the guy who will go in and he doesn't like spin one side or the other. Sometimes I can get caught in the trap of like just going after the anti-woke. Yeah, money, I like Damage too. But Damage is the one who will like bring me back and be like, hey, look at this stuff. This is what I found. So what Damage said here, and this is after McDizzle beat me to the punch on dropping it. The first image I have to defend at Ron Coleman and SmashJT on. If this is quick info I got from Google AI, the info is accurate. I coded my own websites for years, and I also have experience with no-code necessary website services. Most don't allow you to directly access the website files using protocols like FTP, and to get them would require a court order. The judge saying if you don't know how to get someone who does is like telling someone who doesn't have legal access to a safety deposit box at a bank to hire someone to find their way into it. Like this is where I kind of like disagree. Like I understand what you're saying. Like you would have. Is it that you would have to get a court order for it, right? Or could Smash make a request before they have to put in a subpoena because it's his website and they're trying to get, Wix may absolutely say no, but is there a process that they could go through to try and get the data outside of like right clicking and downloading itself? Because I think what a lot of people are trying to argue about the Wix thing is that you can download metadata from X on your thing on your own, but I mean I agree with you on the Wix. It's not meant for people who can code. It's meant for like retards like me and Smash who just want to put pretty pictures up there and it look like a website, right? Oh, here's Damaged right here. Boop. Hey, Damaged. Hold on. Oh, I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there. Can you hear me? Let's see here. Let me make sure my shit's all right because it's never
Give me a
never
second.
right. Oh, you're good. You're good. I thought I was just making sure. Boom. Here, I'll screen share with you so we can see the same thing too. This one, I suppose. Does that work?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good. So, yeah, like I was saying, I think the thing that I wonder, like, and obviously I'm not an expert, right? But wouldn't there be, or at least you would think there may be a source where Smash may be able to request that information? Or do you think it's just something that Wix will absolutely never give that back-end code unless
there's absolutely no chance in hell that they would give that up without a subpoena? Look at it this way. Let's say that Smash made a website on YouTube. Let's say YouTube allowed you to make, articles on there. And they wanted the back-end code that runs his articles on YouTube. Do you think Google's just going to let Smash or Alyssa request YouTube's proprietary code? Just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Wix's back-end code runs every site on their service. Releasing that code would allow anyone to take that code and basically make their own. Now, granted, like Alyssa is not going to release that code because it would be illegal to do that. You can't just like request something in a subpoena and just publicly release it. But they're not going to give that out unless ordered to by a court under no circumstances.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Saying it that way makes me understand. So yeah, I agree. This is probably the weakest form of it, but also like we were talking about, like I don't understand why they just didn't straight go for the subpoena on either side. Ron knows he's going to have to do this one way or the other. They may even deny the subpoena, right? They don't necessarily have to push it out. They can fight it because it's a civil case, right?
It's a civil case, yeah, but the reason why I would think, well, actually, I don't know about this because the judge is acting like they can just get on and get this code. I don't think she understands what they're asking for. So Smash and Ron provided, what was it, like over like 1,100 pages of code.
Mm-hmm.
That code is the front end code that gets sent to browsers to display, so your browser can actually display the page. Like they can't access the back end code that generates the front end code that like actually displays the site.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think it was in the documents that they wanted the code so that they can prove that they have customers in New York. Well, one, code wouldn't show that. Like code, it just processes payments and whatever you're doing, like
Yeah.
regardless of like who's accessing your site or sending a payment. If you want to know if if he has any customers in New York, all you need to know is one, the IP addresses that access the site has nothing to do with code. They can just generate a list of IP addresses. Two, payment transaction history, again, has nothing to do with code.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they need the code. I don't even understand why they need the front end code. Like, it doesn't prove anything as far as jurisdiction goes.
That's true, especially on the website. Like I can understand trying to pull DMs. I can understand, payment records, but uh, I mean, as a layman, obviously you're better at the code and things like that. I have a very small understanding, enough to get by, and I wrote like a little bit of code in college for like what was it, HTML5, I think is what it was. And I sucked at it. I don't know. It seems like this one. I'm not sure why this one is here. You know, it really could be that Alyssa's lawyers are just trying to slow it down. I mean, I wouldn't, because this right here would slow down the case if they have to go get subpoenas to get this back end code that's going to show nothing. There's you showing the Wix's page. So, is this the only one out of the ones that came out here that you disagree with, though?
I honestly don't remember what the other three said. And I don't even care that they're requesting the code. I don't understand why they would need it because, again, it wouldn't prove jurisdiction.
Yeah.
But my only problem is when the judge said, oh, just do a video call and just like get on there and pull the code. They literally fucking can't. Like, so either just tell them, do a subpoena or whatever, like tell them to get the code. But to say like Smash and Ron are somehow not doing what they're supposed to by just not nonchalantly going and grabbing this code that they literally have zero access to is just insane to me. Like she does not understand like that Smash didn't program this site himself and upload the files to like a basic general web host server. Like he's using a service that has proprietary code that generates sites for people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Like as far as coding goes.
Yeah.
So that code, one, isn't his, and two, it affects every site on their platform. It has nothing to do with him specifically. Like they're not going to give it up.
Yeah, Grayson just said it. It depends on how old the judge is. Well, even I don't know. I've seen this happen with other things when it comes to code too, or comes to how the internet works and stuff like that. I don't know how old the judge is, but yeah, I agree with you. I would say this is an L for the judge. Um,
Yeah. My
I read it
problem isn't
differently.
with the request. It's just the way the judge said it. If all she said was, hey, just do a subpoena, they can't get it, just do a subpoena, I have zero problem with it.
Yeah. I agree. Well, let's go on to the next one. If you want to hang out, you can. We like having damaged on, except for when he mentions barbecue. The next one is, and this is why I don't think this is done by a lawyer. I think this is probably written by Alyssa. The chatbot evisceration. What a name. The exchange. When Remy Green pointed out that Coleman cited a chatbot as fact, Coleman tried to pivot. I don't believe it was possible based on the info available to us by Google. Um, sure. I don't remember the tweet when he said when he was using a chat GPT, but it wouldn't be the first time I've heard of a lawyer doing it. The result, the judge didn't even dignify the chatbot defense. She ordered him to look into whether this information is available and put it in writing very specifically. This is code for stop citing AI and do your job as a lawyer. Yeah, definitely written by Alyssa, I would say. Um, is this in reference to, I don't remember that tweet now. Is it in reference to Wix or is it in reference to Twitter? I don't know.
If it's in reference to Wix, they're both stupid.
Yeah.
If it's in reference to Twitter, then only Smash and Ron are stupid because Twitter users can just like easily go on the options and request their stuff to be pulled in full. So
yeah, I'm not going to say 100%, but I was pretty sure when we were talking about when he was talking about, they were talking about the chat box, that it had to do with Twitter, because I remember seeing Green post the directions on it. The video scroll disaster. God, I got to get back up to
that's
date
the
on this
DMs.
stuff. That's the DMs. The defense Coleman tried to argue that the video scroll was doing our best to comply, and then pivoted to a rant about how this is a slap suit and outrageous. Um, I would like to see this part of the video. I'd like to see it all. Video scroll was doing our best to comply. The court's reaction, the judge ignored the rant entirely. She cut through the noise and simply asked, "Are you producing those chats?" And then set a hard deadline for next Monday. So next Monday is going to be interesting. I doubt we'll see any of it. Maybe a few will get, I mean, if she finds evidence to be able to back up her case for jurisdiction, we'll probably see those tweets, those messages and stuff like that. Implication, she has tactically agreed with the plaintiff that the video file was garbage. She is giving him 1 week to produce the real files, the searchable text. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, why would I have to, huh?
If this has to do with the DMs, didn't they like already subpoena X for that though?
They did subpoena X for that, yes. So
if they're going to get it anyway, then why is it such like, I understand like telling them like you're stupid, you could have done it yourself, but like if they're just waiting on getting it, then why even bring it up?
I don't know how long the process would be for the subpoena to go through with X. It may be quicker for Ron just to produce.
It would definitely be quicker.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like you already approved the subpoena, so like
Yeah. But I mean, if they get the information quicker before the subpoena, it quickens the lawsuit for everyone. So I could see that being a reason. But then again, it could be the matter of like a day or two, which really doesn't quicken anything up. So the screen share order. This is perhaps the most embarrassing moment of litigator. The judge ordered the parties to screen share so the plaintiff can show the defendant how to use his own Google Analytics dashboard. Okay, yeah, this has to do with trying to pull him from his YouTube. Why this hurts? It stirs Coleman as a professional dignity. The judge is treating him as so technically incompetent or trustworthy that he needs the opposing counsel to babysit him while he clicks buttons. It validates the plaintiff's narrative that the defense is either lying or incompetent. I don't know that it validates that. I mean, he's being obtuse, right? They're trying to not show as much as possible. I have heard, and I do agree with, like, there's a lot of these cases when you're the defendant, you don't immediately give everything away, you push it and things like that. The slap tantrum. The moment at the very end, Coleman lost his cool. He started yelling about slap suits, culture war rivals, and outrageous demands. He even misgendered the opposing counsel, which the judge corrected. Oh, man. The meaning, this is the sound of a lawyer who knows he has lost on the facts of the law. He is trying to make political speech because he has no legal arguments left. The judge's response, I'm running out of time. Use they, them pronouns. shows she views him as an annoyance to be managed, not a serious advocate of to be persuaded. Yeah, I don't agree with that either. I mean, I didn't listen to it, but I doubt that's what the judges. She's probably very annoyed with him if he was doing culture war bullshit in the case room, but I would hope she's still trying to be as unbiased as possible. Hey, collective, welcome, welcome. The Vince is simply wasting time and pulling the ignorant excuse. Yeah, I think it would be more that than like lying or doing anything else. Um, I mean, it's still possible it could
I
get
would need to hear
slapped.
the audio for me to accept that as fact.
What, that is they're being ignorant?
No, that Coleman actually lost his shit and was
Oh
acting all
yeah,
political in the
yeah,
courtroom.
that's true. That's true. And again, it goes to that idea that I don't think a lawyer wrote this. I think Alyssa wrote it. Um, even if he did, even if he mentioned culture war stuff and things like that, and that this is a slap suit. Um, I forgot what I was going to say now. God damn, I hate my brain. Like, it doesn't change the facts of the case, I guess would be. It doesn't really like. This is just kind of like a low dig, right? Whether he mentioned things that he might have been part of the case, this is just like saying that he was ranting like an old man. I would like to hear it. I hope. Were they listening to it? I'm pretty sure they were. Alyssa and I would think Smash. I want to hear the audio too, but the sad thing is I can see them panicking and saying stupid things. Maybe, maybe.
I was just thinking, if you can look up the actual court online, like where this is all going down,
Mhm.
you might be able to like pay to request that file.
Ooh, I will look
It
into
is
that.
public record. I don't.
Yes.
It will probably be cheap too. Like when I requested something on the Grums case, it was like literally like $1.50 or something. It
Yeah, most
wasn't
of
much.
them aren't. There are some states where they like charge you a lot, but most of the time it's like the cost of the paper or something like that. Excuse me. If there's a cost, I'll pay for it. It's all right. I'm gonna look into it. We'll see if we can find it and see what we can find out. In the summary, Coleman walked into this hearing hoping to close discovery quickly, defend his video and AI strategies. Okay. Avoid sanctions. He walked out, extended discovery until the 17th and likely longer for the subpoena. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, where the subpoena may be longer. Ordered to screen share, humiliation. An order to produce the real DMs, defeat. Sanctions still pending. Withhold ruling on fees. The judge has essentially put him in probation if he doesn't produce the clean native files by Monday. The fee award is guaranteed. I don't know, like I don't know about that either. What I'll say is he probably didn't have a good time, at least by this account, from what's going on. But he's probably stalling all the way to the back end, right? Looking at like you showed me the one where he did talk about the Wix stuff, and that I overlooked. But a lot of the other ones were very basic, like two-liners stuff, like that you would put in there, and that's kind of where Green came in and said, "Hey, they're they're stonewalling us here. They're trying not letting us get anything in." So Monday will be interesting, I think, if anything comes up, though we may not know until later when Green decides to take whatever she has and put it into another document. Jeff's lawyer uses AI as a strategy. No wonder he loves them so much. They both like to share pictures of each other in AI images of who's more beautiful. Yeah, it's hold your breath. Uh, and I wouldn't hold your breath. Like these, how long has this case been going on now? Like a year and a half. It's probably going to go on a lot longer. And you would think, like, I wonder, like, how much more can Smash hang on? I doubt Coleman is, going pro bono for him. Uh, I don't have any, evidence of it, but I'm wondering if Alyssa is getting pro bono work just because I know her lawyer seems more like the activist type of lawyer from there. But there it is. SmashJT and more lawyer stuff, notes that came in. Well, not lawyer stuff. These are just notes from a case. I'll see if I can find the actual video and, get it. And we will go from there. Jeff will not debate anybody because he'll destroy himself. Well, that's with most of these guys, right? When it comes to anyone who wants to talk or anyone who wants to talk trash. And this goes the same with, EGAD's in the, let's see what's going on. Hey, EGAD, what's up?
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Not much. What you coming?
Sorry, I got a delay on your stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I saw you were talking about Jeff. So I just kind of caught the last a few bits of your stream here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much we came up to it. Like these notes, while funny in some cases, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. This is, I would say 80%, I believe Alyssa wrote these, right? And
is McDizzle getting involved in this as well? Because I know that with the, I guess the doxing and him putting his name out there, I don't know if Jeff did anything illegal there, but I don't know if that's going to come into the case.
Technically not illegal. I've had a similar thing happen to me. Like it's not what you would call legal doxing because it was on his LinkedIn page. But as Smash has said before, putting out someone's name when they use another moniker is done for the version of harassment. And Dizzle has actually, anytime stuff comes up in the Alyssa Mercante case, he posts about it.
I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah. He has a particular grudge, I think, against Smash and all those guys for that situation that happened. And you can't go fully on Dizzle's side when it came to that because he had his own faults in there. Though I don't prescribe to the idea that what he did was illegal, at least not in his state or in his country.
Oh yeah. It'd be funny if we could get him in here as well. He's a pretty funny guy.
Oh yeah, he is. I've had him on before. Me and him did a little debate with Nobody and what's Dash Attack. That was fun.
It was a live debate?
Yeah, it was a live debate. It's one of the first ones I did with the anti-wokers. I was trying to get to where we were getting more of them talking at those times, but it tended to be a futile thing. And then Nobody sent me a video that said it proved Alyssa's case wrong. Like I had gone over all of Alyssa's case live on stream. And he sent me this video where he was just crying about how he was homeless and Smash saved him. And basically, yeah, using his trauma to deflect from any actual argument. And that always pisses me off. So I said some things on my stream while watching the video that he didn't like, and he blocked me.
That's pathetic. Like, even if it was true, it's not something like you'd really admit that I was saved by a guy online. It's like,
yeah, it was like he made T-shirts for Smash, and he's Smash's moderator, and that's how he got his going. So Nobody is a character.
Sounds like something your girlfriend would say, like, "Hey, I made T-shirts for you."
Oh damn, we got Scary coming in too. We're getting the whole party in today. What's going on? Yeah, it was really kind of like pathetic for me, and it's like I'm very in the belief like you shouldn't share your personal traumas with people you don't know online, or use it as a what is the word? A
crutch?
Content, yeah, as a crutch, or to get favor from people, things like that.
That's a whole parasocial thing that's been happening. I think it's been happening longer, but ever since the lockdowns, like everybody got way more parasocial.
Yeah.
What is Dr. House's favorite line?
Everybody lies.
Everybody lies.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna believe some fucking jackass in a ski mask, Timu Snake Eyes, that Jeff Tarza suddenly saved him from being homeless, from living from the tracks. Okay.
Yeah, it was the T-shirts saved him. But nobody's still on the Discord lurking. By the way, our Discord. Yeah, I know he's there. I don't give a shit. He can lurk all he wants. He can send Smashy Boy stuff. I don't think he comes in ever. But I don't know. I don't watch him. Damage used to watch him. I don't know if he still does. Because back when.
By the way,
go ahead.
I take back the Timu Snake Eyes thing. That's more of like the modern Riddler thing when he looked like he was wrapped in garbage bags with the goggles.
Yeah. So Nobody is he's SmashJT's mod, and he about the same time that I started getting heavy into the anti-woke scene, he started making his own content, right? And he got an injection from Smash.
An injection?
Of viewers is what I'm meaning, or
a shout out.
It sounds like Smash was like doing medical, stuff to him.
I always call it an injection of subs.
Gotcha. I'm just picturing like Smash in a lab, being like, "You will be my perfect moderator."
It was one of those things, if I remember correctly, where it was like nobody did some dirt on Alyssa, and Smash was just like, "Oh my God, you absolute legend! Thanks so much, bro. Thanks for calling that out."
Yeah, and that's kind of where it went. And then I don't even know how he's doing. I really don't care anymore after him and Cult Classic tried to block me and talk shit behind my back. For my leak, I leaked, but that's right. Smash injected him with the Feeve.
From Fallout.
The forced evolutionary virus thing, yeah.
That's right.
But I mean, we're not real gamers. We don't know that.
Oh, man.
But well, it's because we're woke. We don't play video games. But something I wanted to add here, because this is the part that I find funny, is because Jeff's whole thing is analytics. He knows the numbers. He knows all the numbers. He knows every single fucking sales figure out there in gaming, but he can't access his own channel's analytics. Come on. But that's Jeff, so it probably is true.
Oh, you get that from his Moriarty debate, right?
I get that from everything. I've known this turd for like 8 years now. He's never gotten anything right.
Oh, 8 years. Wow.
He started swimming around the retro gaming space when he first started out. He wanted to be like the next angry video game nerd, but he just didn't have, the presence, the charisma, the talent, the originality to do it. So he would show up in everybody's chats and their comment section. Hey guys, do you want to check out my video that I did on Track and Field and Final Fantasy VII? And people told him, dude, this sucks. All you got to do is just think of a drunk Daffy Duck, and you're good to go. But he would show up at everybody's shit, and he'd be like, look at my videos. They're great, bro. And people would tell him, this is boring. Like, he bombed the Final Fantasy VII review. So he would rage quit YouTube for a week, and then he would come back and be like, we're all just playing. We're all just friends, bro. It's all good fun. And we'd be like, no, you suck. And he would freak out again.
I would love to know the demographics for his audience.
Right now, it's every angry white 17-year-old.
17 is giving them a lot of credit.
Yeah.
17 to 48.
I wonder how many are boomers.
Probably.
That's true. I wonder how many are boomers.
With outmoded ideas and poor social skills?
Probably people who don't really know that much about video games, but they think they know. So it's like a hey fellow kids kind of thing.
It's a huge conglomerate, I suppose, of people who wanted to be YouTubers, and that didn't work out for them. So now, it's the woke people that are destroying the video games. They're the ones that are out to get you, dude.
Oh, by the way, let me say something here real quick. Holy shit, I got 77
72
motherfuckers watch.
What did you do?
Yeah,
I don't
you got
know.
quite
I
a
have
few.
no idea. So thank you all for coming in here. If you haven't liked the video, give me a little like. I would appreciate it. Helps me out as I become my own YouTuber, so I can have my fall off and crash out and become an anti-woker again.
But this was one hell of a day, though, I gotta say.
Oh my god, y'all want to hang out while we get into this Overwatch stuff?
Oh, you haven't gotten into that yet. That'd be
No,
interesting. Yeah, cool.
yeah, I'm about to get into the Overwatch stuff. So I wanted to start with just the Overwatch video because that's kind of where all this begins. Is this character right here? And if you don't know, if you haven't seen it, we'll give it a little brief thing. There's new characters. Overwatch is relaunching itself again. It's going to be better this time.
Aren't all the characters like gay?
Yeah, Overwatch is like one of the wokest games that's ever existed. Like when it first came out, they had a diversity tracker to make sure that their characters were diverse.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like this is the lore of Overwatch. And Overwatch was incredibly popular. Now, all the mess ups Overwatch has had hasn't been over woke. It was over Overwatch 2, right? They were trying to
hardly change anything, right?
Yeah, well, they changed the
Management
monetization system. That was what was the big change. So they got rid of the loot boxes that they had like an actually pretty tame loot box system where you could get character stuff and characters at a decent rate. And I don't know if it was because of all the EU changes to loot boxes.
A bit of that, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of that, yeah. But they ended up changing to Overwatch 2. They had a lot of big promises. The biggest promise was that there would be a PvE system. And then, like, the day before launch, they're like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. And then they tried to...
Oh, I remember that,
Yeah. And then
This is like my special interest if you need any info.
Absolutely, Grizzle. Welcome to have you on here. We're going to have a full cast as we go.
Yeah, this I want to hear about.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is pretty
money. My theory on the Tracer butt debacle was they actually did that on purpose to drum up attention for the game.
good. Tracer, but yeah, that's possible. I could see that.
Yeah, I thought it was an astroturfing.
That's right, Vincent. We got the all-star class here today. All-star. Akira said it's so funny how they...
Damage left. Oh.
It's so funny how I understand the situation better than the anti-wokers, and I don't play the game. I don't play the game either, but I was like, I was an anti-woker back then when Overwatch came out. And while I wasn't like on Twitter or any of that other stuff, I watched these things happen, and then I hear the anti-wokers say stuff, and I'm like, that's not what happened, right? You're completely ignoring the history. Ubisoft is a big
I'm more of a MOBA guy. I'd never gotten to these hero shooters.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of hero shooters. I was playing League of Legends when...
Overwatch
Me
is
too.
something... Overwatch is something that an ex of mine is into when she was like 22 and into like the waifu shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. All right, let's watch the video.
Like Overwatch is for chicks. Counter-Strike 2 is for dudes.
Oh my
I don't know,
god.
there's a lot of chicks in Counter-Strike as well. They may
Sure.
be aimbotting, but there's a lot of them. No.
All right, let's
All right,
get
let's
this
watch the
going.
video. Let's watch the video. And this is probably going to show all the characters.
Yeah, I'm actually going to play this tomorrow for sure.
Oh, there she was.
Okay, it looks like Vincent from Final Fantasy VII.
Okay, this is the character that's in question right now because of the face.
All right.
Bearded dude?
Yeah,
She's
there's-
Chinese. She's got fans.
Yes.
Oh.
Just
Well, the thing.
Her
that
brother's
they-
already in the game.
The thing that we'll see
Wait,
that
there's
came
two
up
characters.
with is her face is very different from how she was portrayed in her like comic, as well as all of the faces of female Overwatches look the exact same. That's kind of where this is.
Oh, so it's like an anime aesthetic where everybody looks alike.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
War,
yeah.
quick question-
Basic
quick thing.
Asian chick, type B, or type A, whatever. What's going on, Grizzle?
For the stream, are you streaming your Discord in here or the actual video?
No, I think I'm
For the screen share?
I'm streaming my actual stream,
Okay.
or the
Yeah.
page that my stream is on. Yeah. I can.
All right,
move
go.
those. All right.
I mean, she doesn't have a 5 o'clock shadow. What's the problem?
Well, the problem is,
We'll get to
she
that.
is beautiful, and the voice actor wants to change some of that.
Okay, wanna be riding.
Yeah.
My God.
You can't.
That
go wrong
woman.
with the cat.
So, is the problem people have is this is blatant Chinese pandering?
Yes.
Unironically, maybe actually.
You see, the cat to me is them trying to get like the raccoon from the Marvel movie.
Oh, Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket Raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to the video.
Yeah, so does a cat hurt their feelings?
That's the chick. Yeah, no, the cat doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. In fact, only this one character has become the.
They just don't like the Chinese lady.
Yeah, they don't like the Chinese lady. So.
Not address.
No, it's not what.
So anyway, we'll get further
Okay.
into it. This is the voice actor, Faria, for that character, Anran. Apparently, she's the sister. Apparently, she's the sister of another.
Red eye contact.
Or yeah. Oh, you mean this direct eye contact? Got the red eyes. I mean,
Yeah, do you
clearly-
legit have 91 people in the chat right now?
I
don't know.
legit have 91 people in the chat right now.
92.
This is nuts. I've never had a day like this. Again, shill. If you haven't liked the video, like the video. If you find that you like the stream while watching, please subscribe. I'm trying to get my road to 500 right now, and we love talking about anti-wokers and everything in between.
All right, so there's two things I want to quick say about this. But before she starts talking, two things I want to quick say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's going to be about her appearance. First off, Cyberpunk 2077. It's an aesthetic. And second, I've been around the goth culture pretty much my entire life. People dye their hair. People have piercings.
She streams the game. She's been an Overwatch streamer for years.
Oh,
but I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, she colors her hair. I mean, what kind of an electric chair left-wing lunatic is that?
Welcome, SmashJT to the chat, everybody. Well, it's
clearly.
I've never understood this whole thing where like suddenly tattoos are unattractive and hair color is unattractive, or all these things that I'm like, have y'all ever touched a woman? Like sometimes.
Yeah, no, my chick dyes her hair different colors all the fucking time, and she doesn't show up to every single like anti-ice meeting, but she also has piercings. That's a thing, but it's like these people have never ever heard of like the goth punk or
boomers.
Subculture.
It's interesting.
It's 1956 boomer shit.
Noticing commercials, like commercials on television and even advertisements, I'm seeing a lot more people with tattoos. I wonder what that's about. It's more than I've ever seen before. So I wonder if they're leaning into something there.
Yeah.
So if I have a tattoo, am I anti-woke?
Yes.
Definitely not. No.
Apparently so.
Well, no, it was generally a thing. People would hire you or fire you based on whether or not you had tattoos. They were just, in general, they were considered like taboo. And there's a change has occurred within, I don't know how long.
The last 20 years.
The military had a big change in it. Like it was semi accepted, but then during the the Iraqi and war, it became really common for soldiers to get tattoos, and with the lax, a lot of uniform things will get lax during war times because people want you to care more about war than looking pretty. Tattoos, because really the standard is you can't have a tattoo that can be seen in your uniform. But that's to the point now you've got guys with their hands and everything else. So,
but as ex-military, would you say that it's pretty much agreed upon that they don't give a shit how the soldiers look on the front?
No, they don't. When you're going to war, like when you're in a wartime environment, a lot of stuff
it's dropped.
It gets dropped. Like the normal grunts will still have to shave and stuff like that, but you saw what happened with like special operations units and things like that grew out beards. Some of that was to go into the field and do stuff, but some of those guys, like Special Forces, deals with I'm getting on a rant, deals with like internals, like they'll go into a community and build. Their whole job is to build a force to fight against whatever force they're going with. That's their job.
They actually let
Insurgency.
Sikhs wear turbans.
Yes. Yep. And all different things, but it just started to grow, and it almost became like it was like moments away from everyone in the military being able to have a beard, but it didn't.
Yeah, we all played that terrible reboot of Medal of Honor.
That's right. Oh.
I don't know about any of you whippersnappers, but I remember Full Spectrum Warrior, where our fucking soldiers, our Marines, were shaved clean.
Yeah.
Hey, War.
Yeah.
Big point. I was thinking, they love VTubers so much, and they dress up all sorts of ways with different color hairstyles. It's kind of unfair how they get crazy when a real life person does it.
Yeah.
There's nothing even wrong with this look she has. Like, this is just. And unironically, that was one of the first things Savvy's tried to fucking attack her over, was the little scar thing they're doing on the eyebrows and this is like cosplay. This is like literally you're cosplaying your streamer character using.
Doesn't one of them shave their head like Ellen Ripley?
I don't know who that one is,
I mean,
but
some people do.
Pure is just parted. Yeah, she has her hair full. She just.
Well, no, I mean like one of the anti-woke women. She like shaves her head.
Toasty.
Oh,
yeah, Toasty. That's a good point.
God.
I also want to say, hey, thanks for coming in, Damaged. Yeah, I get it. You don't know about Overwatch. You dropped out. Always great to have you on here to tell me when I'm wrong. Yeah. Not when you mention bacon, though.
It's pretty much, you know what it is? It's the younger that they look, the more appealing that it is to them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Especially with the lolly VTubers. But anyways.
Let's go to the video. I'm going to read her little tweets. I'm the voice actor of Grizzle. Will you say that word? Because I can't. Anron. In Overwatch, I held off on posting about this because I wanted to make sure I could do the decision justice. Here's a shot at that. Let's keep rooting for the version of her that could be. I hope you have so much fun playing her. And here we go.
What's the discussion?
So
let me get the context.
I would love to hear the informed context.
Yeah, I guess we'll hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we listen to her.
Or Grizzly, do you want to give like a up to? Because so far the things that I
Sure, I'll give it a quick. This is a video in response to a massive movement to push to get her face changed back into a cinematic version that was presented months ago, and this boiled over into just like people drawing characters, fan art, the edits you've probably seen around now.
Yeah.
And that has started about, I would say, on the 6th, when the first trailer started showing, or when it got into the beta server, I think.
Yeah.
So it's been days that this has been stirring. This video spawned because of that. You know, we got like the top pictures are 100K strong now. And it's like, you know, everybody's it's doing it. You know, they're pushing. They want it.
Yeah.
Very big community thing. Good vibes. There's nothing really dramatic happening.
Oh, there's a red flag.
What?
Only certain accounts can mention. Okay.
Well, she
did it after the fact when the slurs started coming.
It wasn't that way. It's once the anti-wokers started coming.
Oh, again.
Like Savvy fucking.
I kind of figured that would have been it.
Yeah. I'll tell you my thing when it comes to stuff like this and banning and things like that. I don't give a shit. If you don't want to keep getting stuff about it, then, you know, by all means, close it down. If you say
like this was February 7th, by the way.
like someone like Savvy would do. If you say that this is some kind of win for you, or that this person is weak or anything like that, and then you block somebody, you are the pussy.
Yeah,
I would have thought someone like this would be up Savvy's alley, because like they're both kind of the same.
We're gonna get.
You will not get why this entire anti-woke drama started.
It's funny because they're like, oh, if you blocked, that's a W for us. But they block people all the time.
All right, let's get her playing, because there's a lot of things to catch up on with this.
Yeah,
I can't hear it through the. I'm live on your thing. I can't hear her.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way then, because I think it's because I'm sharing my
Yeah, change the screen to just the browser so we can hear it here.
And change stream to browser. See
Yeah.
if y'all can hear this.
There we go. Nice
Hi
slide.
friends, I'm Fariha and
Okay, yeah.
I
No, I
voice Anran in
Fariha.
Overwatch. 大
Still
家
can't
朋友
hear
们
it.
好，我是
I can
Fariha，
hear it.
我是安然的
Still
配
can't hear it?
音演员。
I can hear
I'm gonna
it.
be so honest.
Yeah,
I
she
got
knows
you.
I'm
Chinese.
nervous about this video because I didn't want to not address the elephant in the room, but I didn't want to step on the devs' toes or speak on their behalf because it's this tightrope in my mind of trying to.
This is crazy to me. This is like the first time I've ever heard someone say, I don't want to step on the devs' toes. I don't want to, you know, basically saying like, I don't want to create a drama for it. Like, but I want to, you know, I want to speak on this. So she waited, right?
She's very performative, though.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Wait,
she's a
let it
fucking
play.
streamer.
Well, yeah, or get up.
Everyone's criticisms because I agree, and also give grace to the developers because they're always trying their best in the situation they're in, right? So I wanted to make sure that was there before I celebrated anything myself. So here goes. I got to mourn Anran between the design I had hoped for her and the design we ended up with. Because I think in her comic and the cinematic Elemental Kin, there was a precedent set by it. There was a unspoken promise that said, we're going to challenge the beauty standards plaguing and ransacking media these days, right? The Ozempic chic, the contour your nose, you have no nose, the tiniest nose. And I think because of that precedence, people feel understandably let down. Overwatch is a trailblazer at challenging that, right? Of trying to break those molds, of trying to explore the bounds of what it means.
What you
We'll finish this one. I'm trying not to talk over.
To be good, what it looks like to be heroic. And I think the result we got says something else. It says something that leaves a bad taste in our mouths. It's not the bold, optimistic swing that we know Overwatch to make, and it's a look that isn't congruent with her personality, right? She looks like the younger sibling. She looks more docile somehow as the fire hero. She looks more docile than the most docile peacekeeping support in the game. And I've been seeing everyone's redesigns and quietly bookmarking them, but I wanted you to hear that this concern is important. This is a hill worth dying on. It's worth speaking on. Because I believe that the more we speak up about the things that truly matter to us, the more we'll see ourselves reflected in the world around us. The more we'll see our values in the world around us, right? And I want you to know that I shared all of this with the dev team. Not only that, I was encouraged to be as open and honest as possible, to not
told
hold
her to
anything
post this.
back. And it's my hope that this isn't for naught, right? That they see it, they hear it from you all too.
This isn't for naught.
While it's my, it's not my position to decide what can be done and what gets done about this. I will keep championing for the version of her that we all wished for, right? And I want you to do the same with boldness, with kindness, and
Could have gone back and do a retake.
hopium. Because Overwatch
The voice
is
actor came
not
out a
an
little.
exploration of what the
Hopium.
world is. It's an exploration on what the world could be, right? So
What the world could be.
much love if you made it all the way here to the end. I hope you have so much fun playing Onron. I know I am, but I'll see you out there.
All right, so there it is.
And then the Overwatch post, like click on that next because that basically means we won.
My limited knowledge about Overwatch is whenever there's a female character, like the primary thing people do is go rush to Rule 34. So this whole idea of this is somehow changing the world. I doubt it is in the way that she thinks it is.
You notice how she slightly said, "Thank you so much for sticking through this whole video."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did.
Yeah, I know. I was trying so hard not to like be a wise ass through the whole thing because it's like typically, I'm like, shut up, leave these people alone when they're doing their shit. This was so performative. It didn't do them any favors.
But they just got their confirmation, though. Is the thing. War, click on the tab.
Yeah. No, that one's.
The other one, the Overwatch tab. Literally.
So let's hear. This is the end. So
Oh,
this is
no.
Endgame. Yeah.
This is literally an end game here.
Hey everyone, thank you all for the incredible reception to last week's Spotlight event. We're sorting through all the questions, comments, excitement, and feedback that you've all shared, and I wanted to take a moment to address one thing in particular. The team is currently discussing what it will take to
She spent a little too long on that tanning bed.
more like the fierce older sister that we all envision her to be. We're so proud of the work that our team has put into Onron and the rest of the 5 heroes launching in Season 1, and we agree that she can be even better if we get this aspect of her right.
This is Overwatch.
Fucking heroes.
We discussed sharing this with all of you last week, but wanted to wait until we had confirmation of exact.
I feel like a Spartan about to take on the Flood.
We're hoping to make this update
Okay, I
in
gotta
Season
get
1,
why
but
the music?
I don't have specifics to share.
Because this is Overwatch community. You're
Our
getting
hero
full.
model
It's
is
corny, okay?
Incredibly complicated,
I get that.
and we really need to test
Beauty
out
filter
what
up.
The whole game is literally comic books if you think about it.
always striving to make Overwatch better, and I think Season 1 is a great example of the dedication and tireless work that our team puts into this game, its universe, and ultimately our players. And we're so excited to share it with all of you when Season 1 launches tomorrow. Thanks
What's this guy's
for
name?
the feedback
Good for you.
and support. Hey everyone.
Aaron Keller.
Thank you all
game
for the
director.
Aaron
incredible.
Keller.
So we
Aaron
got the-
Keller.
Aaron Keller.
He's basically the reason why this game is coming back from the dead.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
You know.
We'll see tomorrow. We got the
we will
charts.
see tomorrow.
I'm going to dust off the old soapbox for this one because
Oh no! Here we go.
one of the things that I always laugh about with the anti-woke, like alt-right side and all that shit, or whatever the fuck they call themselves, is because they always miss the target. And they always make a stupid statement when they completely miss the obvious point. Like, instead of focusing on the voice actor's hair or the tattoo or any of that other shit, they could focus on the stupid message and actually make a coherent point. Because, like, I'm the last person in the world that would agree with them. Because, like, they'll stop hiring activists to voice games. It's not about hiring an activist to voice a game. It's... You can tell that, one, this was not her message. This is something that was pushed forward. It was very, very performative. So she didn't write that speech. Granted, we all know that she's from another country, different language, blah, 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 blah. You can tell that this was not her talking. But the problem is that if this was her talking, this is one of those moments where it's like, sweetie, you're hired to be a voice actor. Shut the fuck up and just voice the character.
No. I got an argument against this one.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so let's go back to Robin Williams. I already tweeted about this. Robin Williams often threw the script away. In fact, when we come to one of his greatest characters, Genie, they had to completely redraw Genie because he threw the script away and improvised. So yeah, I think he can make us. And in that, the voice actors have says in changing things about the characters and things like that. Yeah, I agree with you that the whole idea of changing the world and all this stuff is very performative. But the idea...
Well, it's not so much that.
It's mainly Overwatch hype words because the whole game's always pushing that.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to agree with you on the level. I'll even throw in a point that'll go alongside your point of the Robin Williams argument, but it's actually going to kind of amplify what I'm trying to say. Kane Hodder, when he played Jason, there was a part in one of the Friday the 13th scripts where he kicked a dog. And Kane Hodder was like, I'm not doing that. And he's like, Jason Voorhees would never kick a dog or kill a kid.
Yeah.
This lady is not Robin Williams. This lady is not Jason Voorhees. Can you imagine it, the voice actor, even though he voiced Chris Redfield in Resident Evil, can you imagine him doing the voice acting for Symphony of the Night and going, wait, Richter Belmont would never say, "Die, monster, you don't belong in this world." And the guy that voiced...
So yeah.
Think of it this way. This was done for the fans, though.
But you know what? This is done from the fans coming from above. This is not coming from her. But also at the
it's the whole event timeline thing going on. Because like we had days and days of the pushback, and even her own words is like, this video would not exist unless she didn't get permission.
But all I'm hearing from her is, well, I read this character and she's the younger sister, and I'm like, no actor. Fucking Robert De Niro can come up and say something.
There was some blatant signaling going on with her speaking Chinese.
I agree with that.
Like Joe Pesci would come up and be like, "Hey, this is how I play a fucking gangster, okay? I fucking talk like this, you know?"
Oh yeah, Killer Ducky posted, "This is the most popular edit that she's championing."
Yeah.
Now Joe Pesci can do that because he's Joe Pesci. Robin Williams can do that because he's Robin Williams. Kane Hodder can do that because he's collectively known as Jason Voorhees. Who the fuck is she?
That doesn't matter. She could still, like, she's a prominent, like, in the Overwatch community, she's a prominent streamer and, you know, apparently voice actor now for these characters. So,
but she's also telling the art department how to do their job.
Influencer.
She said that she didn't, though.
Yeah,
like she said, she doesn't actually have final say. She just.
But she is telling.
In my mind, that's a bigger problem. Is the fact that they're going after influencers primarily for this, not actual professionals.
True, I can agree with that.
To me, it just seems like a voice actress is telling the director, and this is someone who's worked in film. Just from my experience in working in the film industry, an actor telling a director what's what. All I hear is a voice actress who, okay, she's prominent in the game. I respect that. She's somebody to somebody. Okay, I respect that. But at the same time, I hear a voice actor telling the art department how to do things, the director how to do things. So it just seems like she's jumping a little above her pay grade. It's not about the activism. I don't care about the activism. She can have the activism all she wants because, you know, she's allowed to have her own opinion, and I respect that. My thing is why are you kind of jumping above your pay grade and saying, oh, no, this is how I feel it needs to be?
Well,
I think you were...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is more of a thing where, as an influencer, I think this is kind of a late stage like capitalism thing where they're actually trying to, the performative part is for you to believe like, hey, I speak for you, gamer. I am you. I'm just like you. And
yeah, and you know what? That's the problem with most of these fucking YouTubers nowadays. They speak for everybody else. I don't need somebody that I don't even know speaking for me.
Listen, y'all don't listen to anything that they're saying about this. I speak for you, chat. I speak for every one of you that come.
Anyway, we wouldn't be here because of Savvy.
But this is why I go after fucking Jeff all the time. I'm like, who died and left you boss and told you what a fucking video game is supposed to be?
Yeah, whether it's a Moist Critical or Alyssa Mercante. Not Alyssa Mercante, who am I thinking of?
Bam. You got her on the brain, do you?
Yeah, it's fuck.
She's kind of harmless, to be honest. No,
who's the other? The other. She was working for IGN, and then she's a streamer, but she's also voicing one of the characters in the new Bolt Gun game. She was also voiced in not what is it? The superhero dispatch game.
Damaged is 100% on the money. Could we read that off, please?
What's her face? Blonde something? Is it blonde?
She's
blonde blazer.
You don't need anyone to speak for you because unlike some basement dwellers, you have the balls to speak for yourself. Yeah, that's what it should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is exactly how it should be. Now, at the end of the day, I just look at it like, you know what, this is her opinion, it's whatever. I do have my feelings where it's like, okay, you're overstepping your pay grade, but also it's like, yeah, it's harmless, I don't care. Somebody blew this up into a story because they don't have anything else to complain about.
Oh, it was Alana Pierce.
Oh, yeah. Alana Pierce, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the way I would look at it, is like, if it's Moist Critical or Lana Pierce who are doing this stuff, this is kind of the new way that people are doing things now, is like we find a popular streamer, we curate basically their audience through them to start promoting our products. So this is your instinct was right on from the beginning. This is product promotion. This is pure product promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised. 1.2 million views too. I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably something going on with the algorithm where this is getting promoted somehow.
This has paid off a little bit,
yeah. So
I can tell you, I was literally witnessing it all day.
But you know,
I would even say the people who are anti-woke, who are signaling against it, are probably in on it too, because negative press is still press.
And that's the problem. I hate when people have that idea of, it's like, well, there's no such thing as bad promotion as long as it's promotion. Yeah, you look like an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
True. I agree that it is probably all part of the promotion, and obviously the negative press from the face reveal has done it. Let's go. I actually found, when was this article done? An article, I guess the original face from the, I don't know if it's the comic book or the cartoon. So
this voice actor doesn't have a bad face either. Of course, I don't know how much of the makeup is doing that, but
you never know. But I mean, I like.
Yeah, that's what she's supposed to look like.
So that's what she's supposed to look like. This is what they got. Let's see if I can.
And show that meme where they're swapping out the different hairstyles I sent you
to.
too.
Pretty funny. Now,
that one has started it all.
Yes, I agree with you. It's performative, and it is probably for all that stuff. The gaming industry has been doing that for years. Back in the day, they used to hit streamers with copyright when streaming first started becoming a thing, and then they realized, wait a minute, if
we can monetize it,
if we let these streamers play our games, they'll promote our games and more people buy it. And it's been that way for a while. You've got, partner programs with just about every gaming company out there, and things like that. And then you get into the problem where we've had, the same thing that's happened with the news, the outlets, is you have that fear of missing out on playing the game early because the company is afraid you're going to say something bad about it. Sure.
I'd rather not be Capcom's whore, but I understand the logic.
Yeah. Here's where I'll go into it on this side. This is all through Overwatch's community, right? I believe that Overwatch started the drama for it, like the community did, because it's a woke game.
Yeah.
But here, let's watch it. It's a woke game, right? Overwatch has been.
It's the fan base that you're attracting.
Yeah. So, I believe in what happened is I do believe that Blizzard was like, oh, we can run with this. And there was some talk.
The term you're probably looking for is astroturfing.
Yes.
We take drama and we push it. We use it to market our product.
Yeah.
Because as long as people
Logan
are talking
Paul's really
about
good
it,
at that.
Yeah, he is. All right, but let's.
Didn't he get his fucking face punched in?
Yeah, but I want to really get into actually what even began drama, because there was no drama, actually, in that video response. So a certain individual literally started it.
We'll go into it. Let's go.
And it wasn't even about the right thing.
Oh no, it never is. We
couldn't focus.
That's right.
Yeah, we couldn't focus on the plain Jane corpo pandering shit, which is something they always complain about. We couldn't focus on the fact that this is very performative and that it doesn't seem authentic. They couldn't focus on that. It's just a typical color by numbers bullshit that they always do.
Well, if they said that, most of the Overwatch community would have been like, so. Like,
well,
yeah.
I guess just to put a bookend on the way that I feel about this is that it's silly, it's harmless, it's pandering, it's stupid, but at the same time, I also don't play Overwatch. I also don't play Overwatch, so I'm not going to fire up my webcam and make 50 videos about it. It's not my business.
All right, play that video.
Yes,
Killer
this is
Ducky
funny.
posted.
This is funny.
Look at this shit. It's so. This is what started everyone being pissed off. By the way, to get this change. It's literally a suit.
Yeah. Do some Space Channel 5 shit. Galactus.
Tracer's egregious as fuck, too.
So yeah.
It's over.
So anyway,
Yeah. This,
you know, I think we've had a good talk here with you know, what's been going on Blizzard's side. Let's get into the anti-wokers.
I'd love to hear what they're
I
aiming
need
at.
to know. It's literally started, and I want to be the one to really explain it, because
Wait, is it just the anti-wokers? Is like, so are the people who are woke are like, wait, what are they saying? Like, I don't. Do they
they're celebrating now.
You have the see. For me, I always see like the normal guys that I see from the, I guess you would call the woke side, because I don't consider myself woke. But you know, I've seen, you know, a lot of people come out. There hasn't been. I wouldn't say I've seen a lot of the normal characters. Like, I don't think even Yorch has spoken on this. Let me go.
Yeah, because this seems like an odd thing, like an odd. Like they're not. Both versions of her look kind of attractive, so I don't understand why this is a woke issue.
Because Savvy made it
we
a
love
woke
the big
issue.
beautiful women in the games.
Yeah.
It's Savvy, man. Savvy started this entire. Would not be here if it
I
wasn't
will
for
say,
Savvy.
like, Smash has said very little about this. Like, he's obviously trying to milk it a little bit, but with zero like actual intake on it.
It's because
I've seen.
because he's getting drunk right now after getting his shit kicked in the proceedings earlier.
Yeah, he's crashing out on people's comments about that.
Yeah, he's crashing out about that. All right, so here we go. Good old Madame Savvy.
Helen Lovejoy.
Helen Lovejoy.
God. Just is so ridiculous.
Yeah, this is kind of where the anti-woke drama started on it. This is where the anti-woke drama started on it. Voice actor gets role voicing a brand new character, immediately makes it about her activism. You're a voice actor, honey, not a civil rights movement leader. Ozempic chic, I thought that was funny, is in fat movement out. And yes, she's upset the character is attractive and thin. Apparently attractive and thin means docile. Didn't you get the memo? Pandering is out.
Scares me.
Chud Gooner bait is back in. You're a voice actor and nothing more. They took you your feedback and redesigns and laughed about them after assuming it wasn't just low-level activists in the room with you. You still have time to delete this. So
this was ground zero.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the exact post that started. Because think about it. Literally think about it. We are on the 9th, right? That video was posted on the 7th, 2 days ago. And she now... it was like normal. Only the Overwatch community.
It took her 2 days to type that?
It was literally contained within the Overwatch community, and we would all not be here. She started this, then started sharing it around with people like Viper and Smash, and you can see all of them start to copy it until Pirate Nation posted it, and then a bunch of Kotaku made a fucking clickbait article too. I actually went to Airbag server having pissed about that shit. I was like, oh my fucking god.
Here's a rabbit hole for you, Wargaming Dad. Yeah. I talked with JDA about this, and I mentioned this even on X. I don't believe Savvy posts on her Twitter. I think it's her boyfriend or husband or whatever.
Oh,
really? Well, yeah. JDA actually did an AI analysis of her posts and found out that there's like an 80% chance that a man is writing it. This would make sense because this is even the way that Anita Sarkeesian used to do things. Is a lot of what Anita Sarkeesian wrote wasn't her; it was Jonathan McIntosh. And that was back during the old Gamergate days. Yeah. But this is what would often happen is because you actually will get more engagement if you are a female doing this kind of thing because you got young guys thinking, oh, I got a female in my corner who's saying the things that I like. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
But like, I think if you look how she talks,
yeah,
how all this talks, It's old tactics that have long been arguably abandoned
She
and only
forgot an
used by like.
apostrophe.
Well, apparently it is getting some engagement. That's the other thing I don't. I want to.
She spread it around. That's why, because she
Yeah.
used Smash. She's got a network, or like they have this Pirate Nation, all that shit. That's a network.
Yes,
and they
well,
all boost each other.
Yeah, that I had a big section about Pirate Nation when I talked about Expedition 33 as well. Is
she's getting dumped though?
Yeah, it's the main principle is yeah it if it's performative, it is for engagement, and ultimately, if you think there's some end goal which is ideologically driven, I don't think it is. I think it's just we need to get views on X so we can make money.
Yeah, I see, and that's something I kind of have to stress too.
Scroll down a little more.
I think it's less about ideology and it's more about just gaining engagement. And to me,
Yes.
I think that
Like,
is
look
the
at
worst.
that.
See, these people are all about these fucking clowns. Their whole thing, it's all about
That's just
engagement
taking it
over being
literal.
real. And
That's a
they're
joke.
screaming.
People say that shit all the time.
Yeah, hold on.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's being sarcastic when she replied, "I shall."
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah.
I said that. I literally said
agree.
that
All right.
the other day. I said I support the pizza agenda, which was really,
Hold on.
really bad in context.
Hold on. Damage
That
sector
aged
just,
poorly.
hey. Damage sector just said a banger right here. 80% chance a man is writing it. Maybe she's transitioning.
It's possible.
That
Yeah.
would, rough. So that would make
So
her
the wig
crash
came
out.
off.
So the wig came
Make her
off.
crash.
It's hard for me to believe too. Like now that you say that, I think back
Yeah.
on like savvy posts about her like wearing her underwear for like days at a time and it getting really nasty and stuff like that.
Ew.
I don't think. Yeah, she.
Can you
she's
spell
still-
yeast infection?
Yeah.
What?
I don't see it. Like I don't think I've ever heard a woman talk like that.
Well, yeah, it was also posts on Reddit that we read a long time ago where she was talking about like beating up a dude in self-defense, and like women generally don't talk that way.
Yeah.
No self-respecting woman would talk that way. But yeah, just like literally, it's all about, and this is the problem I feel with the gaming industry in general, which these people can't seem to grasp. It's all about getting as much engagement as possible without being as authentic as possible.
True.
My problem is I see fakeness. I see pandering. I see, I don't give a shit how bad it looks. As long as you're clicking on it, I'm happy.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
on
that's a
this
problem
thing-
on everything.
But
Money, what is
it's
your
just what I'm
output?
getting at. But
Well,
just
the
what
lesson
I'm
you
getting
needed
at,
to learn.
Okay.
I was gonna say the lesson that you need to learn, Wargaming Dad, is you should have gotten your wife to post. That way you get more engagement. But you just like, I'm gonna write all my Twitter posts, but you're gonna be the face.
Yeah, I should have, man. I would be rolling in the money right now if it was for
you're
that.
saying you'd be a wargaming mom?
Yeah, war
Oh
gaming
God,
mom
just
is
get
gonna be coming in.
just get a PFP of Miss Piggy, and you're gonna be fucking partnering on.
I'll have
Jesus
a second
Christ.
account like nobody did that I talk to myself.
Are you gonna call it somebody?
Yeah, I'll call it somebody. No, it'll be Miss Piggy. Or war.
And then
war
Damage
gaming
Sector
mom.
can have an alt account and name it anybody.
There we go.
You can do
But-
who's on first, what's on second, I don't know on third, with nobody,
that
somebody,
is-
and anybody.
So
Do you not see her crashing out about the Ozempic comment?
She
Like, if you keep
always
scrolling,
crashes out.
That
look
really
at all
upset
her
her.
replies. Like, look at these replies. The way she talks is woke scolding rebranded. And she's
Yeah, she's-
tone policing too. This whole thing about trying to say, oh, she's admitting to an agenda, that's tone policing though. Because that's not, people don't use that word every time to mean that.
yeah.
And every time you've seen anybody argue in terms of like, oh, this is just about the face. This is just because everybody wants to get the face to change. And she still looks amazing. Like, that is still a beautiful woman. And she's just, she responds with, what about the Ozempic comment? I'm like, who cares? And unironically, you realize that Ozempic comment is a little anti-woke? It's actually her
Fat
insinuating that she used to be fat.
Yeah.
Actually, that is
Took
true.
Ozempic. She took Ozempic, and now she's suffering what is Ozempic face, which is what she mentioned by the Sheik.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, Ozempic is like a quick fix when you.
The same woman
Yeah.
Yeah.
literally called all of South America losers once on stream and got banned for it. She's not. She's a little chuddy, actually.
Which one, Faria or
The
Seb?
streamer, yeah, the streamer.
Fair.
She,
fair enough.
she got banned for like a week once for calling Latin Americans like dogs or something.
So why don't they highlight this instead of?
Because she doesn't know. She butted
but that's
in.
my point. That's my whole point about these fucking people in general.
It's for engagement, yeah.
Yeah, but that's my whole point about all these fucking people is that there is a point to be made where they could be right, but they're so stupid that they can't talk about it. They just
comment. But see, everybody's going to forget about this next week. That's the
yeah.
Oh, tomorrow when the Steam charts go up, baby.
They need to take a play. They need to take a play out of like the wokey left side and just quote tweet something bad she said and post something and say this you. Why do the Sephiroth posting about Ozempic?
Someone did try to post that to her, and she barely cared about it though. I'm convinced she made another post where someone is asking about like this is about the community's efforts, and she's just really just boosting it more than anything.
Well, let's read some of her crash out here.
Yeah, and what happened was she went and straight up said that I don't care about what this is about the community. It's what she said. And it's like what?
Wow.
She made it a vendetta and about the Ozempic thing.
It's just Ozempic.
Yeah, agenda pushing. If she cared about was the face, she would have gone off about beauty standards and Ozempic. No one is falling for it.
Like, look at these responses to her too. They're funny.
That doesn't even make any logical sense. That sentence.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a thing that they do with this here lately where they'll take something that is clearly like a joke.
Ooh.
And
actually, you know what's funny?
What?
They blocked her because she called her.
Basically, she's angry because she didn't employ the common leftist like talking points. So it's like, why didn't you say something I could argue against?
Oh, that's true. you didn't follow script. What am I supposed to do? Let's crash out.
Yeah.
I know. It's like watching somebody. It's like watching a politician when the teleprompter goes out.
Yeah, she's an untapped lolcow, and I don't think people understand this.
I like when stupid people try to write community notes. My line was a response to her claim. You ever work in customer service and ask, how did we do today for you? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady?
She got community
I've never
noted.
said that in customer service.
I wonder how she's reacted to them officially announcing they're changing it though.
Yeah.
Click on her profile, look at these replies. Like, I need you to take a really good examination on this account.
Farida is not taking the bait.
Not Fariha, Savvy. Look at Savvy's replies and see how she speaks to people.
That line about customer service bothers me because I always skip that. Like they're like, "How did we do for you? Rate me 1 out of 5." I'm like, I don't want to take time for your survey. I just want to hang up.
I'm the same way. I hate.
Isn't this a time for them? I hate this phrase, but isn't that like literally why they say put the fries in the bag?
She's cancel culture rebranded, and I don't think people are really stopping it. Like she's gotten people fired.
Guys, Kimoji just won. You forget she is the real Game Awards Journalist of the Year. You can't question her
integrity.
Oh yeah, Craig from Side Scrollers said so. So I guess we gotta.
Yeah.
I legit think she has egomania, if anything. Like she has egomania. Like the way she talks to people, and that she uses the word leftist at you to attack you. Like look at this shit. I know. Like look at the responses to that specific post are actually really funny too.
I know you're a tourist, so you probably don't know the context, but here it is. She looks completely different in the cinematic they released. They just copy and pasted the face of 4 other heroes, ignored top left. That is a meme for her relaunch design, and of course it's our favorite. This is what they should do. I told someone they should just give her a fat ass. You can't go wrong. A fat ass and some thick thighs.
She has boobs, so she's not. Like,
thank you, Money. I will.
The big forehead's funny though.
Yeah, I will.
She's not.
And then we're back to beauty standards and Ozempic again. What has fucking triggered her so hard?
God, you have no idea. Actually, she went ballistic all day long.
Yeah, no, this is what they would call triggered.
Because what happened too Is then Magna Lawyer sniff this out because they watch each other.
No!
And he posted something. Look at Manga Lawyer's account. He posted he posted this character Fat, saying this is what she wants, and then the same thing with Cerberus Chud. Cerberus Chud is spreading this shit.
Dickhead so long ago.
He called this character white.
Are we witnessing the transition between
woke
like
right
all
to
the
woke
all the
right?
chuds are going to become woke now?
No, they are. They're the woke. They're the woke right.
I have been saying it since I got on here.
It's reactionary,
going woke
tone
right
policing,
I mean, we
and
just had
cancel
Asmongold
culture.
say that he wants to do all the things that the SJWs from 2016 used to do.
Yeah, this guy tried, by the way.
We've already seen Asmongold actively want to dox people for mean words on Twitter about Charlie Kirk.
Asshole Gold. I'm gonna fucking rip a page out of their book, Cockroaches and How Opinion Discarded.
Yeah, see, this is the guy I'm talking about. He's one of you guys, but he doesn't understand why Savvy's reacting the way she is because, like, she's not.
She's completely triggered.
Okay.
Like, what is this? For sure, a fair.
God, she just keeps repeating beauty standards.
Ozempic and beauty standards.
These are SJW. I am told you all, and I don't know if you guys have seen the proof. She got banned off of Art Conservative years ago. Because she was talking about how Trump was Hitler and all those other things. And she scrubbed it now, by the way. Like her Reddit account got deleted.
I can already see.
You got the.
I can already see the SmashJT reaction video when he puts a script in the chat GPT and it comes out fucked up. He's like, apparently Overwatch wants you to take Ozempic, and there's Savvy going, ah!
She's like, I don't get it. None of you listen to the video. What do you mean? Because you're being dunked, girl.
Yeah. Money, she's not. Savvy's not. Doesn't hate Ozempic. She's mad that someone said Ozempic chic in that thing. That Farah said that, right?
She made a joke.
For him changing to woke.
She made a joke on Ozempic's expense, and for some reason, she decided it's so weird. But then people are misreading Savvy.
I want to hear this one that the dingo dongo monster.
That's another comic image of her.
Yeah, we're not complaining.
We're not complaining that she's an attractive character. We're complaining because they showed us something that turned out to be something else. Okay.
Yeah, that's a more most recent look, by the way, too, is this image. Which comics can kind of get a little bit leeway. But she has a cooler outfit here. She looks like a Zula. The idea of a Zula.
She looks like she's got a little bit of jelly roll on the side there. She's got some hips, so I mean, there's
packing
no
that rice away.
There's no Ozempic in that picture.
Say that.
The later in life Asian, where they start to put on a little bit
I
of
think
weight,
she's
right?
fucking 30 too.
I mean, thick thighs will make you fucking jump a 12-story building in that game, so she should be good to go.
I hope they really turn her fat on purpose.
Don't they already have like a chick who's like a Mr. Freeze ripoff who is like kind of chunky?
Oh, man. She's old as fuck now, though. But yeah, she's always been the BBW representation.
She's a little too old for most of these people to complain about.
Our 34 lover though.
You talk about the BB entertainment. Everybody has that friend. Everybody has that friend that
BBW enjoyers.
That loves my stepbrother. I didn't understand it. He was like very slim, not slim like skinny, but like real slim, muscular kind of guy. But man, he liked his women's 3 times.
That's Latina Parfait.
The Latina Latina. This is Shadow the Hedgehog behavior.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, I mean the YouTuber Latina Parfait. He really loves Latinas. He likes.
Oh, I thought that was just like a phrase.
She brings up Ozempic. Oh my God! What the fuck
this is what I mean.
Ozempic.
And then all the people ignored all this behavior from her. Like, this is shit they should really tell her, hey, shut up. You're just making us look ridiculous.
So when I see like conversations like this, I often wonder if someone's got this handbook of saying, oh, if I keep on mentioning Ozempic, I get more engagement. So I'm just going to keep on mentioning, or I'll mention something else.
She's going to get so many advertisements on her phone for Ozempic now because Google listens.
Yeah.
Oh no, this guy.
But it's the same shit where it's like, oh, I don't understand why people do this. I don't understand why people color their hair. not
Yeah, they
everybody
speak-
dresses like a fucking 1950s conservative.
True.
I don't understand why fucking 49-year-old men
This comment,
wear,
though, is-
wear Walmart video game shirts and shit like that out on dates with their wives. I don't understand. You know,
Wargaming. I told you about Decembro, right? Decembro's
Yeah.
another guy to watch out for. He's like,
what is this shit?
He went all in. Yeah, I think I've seen some of his content before, but I'm definitely watching him a little bit more now.
I think
Let's.
Hey, wait, what is it? Wait, I am Dez's whose?
I'm telling you, Decembro.
Decembro.
I think he's just another shade of Yorch.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So.
Man, you're a little disappointment. I thought I got through to him about KVS. Because they keep using a pre-release image of that woman.
See, the problem with Yorch and the Decembro is they'll talk about even Savvy here. They'll talk about beauty standards. It's like, okay, who set these standards? Can you explain? And by the way, I'm not even saying this like they don't exist. They might, but see, challenging standards. Okay, what standards? Who made them?
Yeah.
Can you tell me where they came from?
Yeah, well, I agree that there has been, beauty standards that exist. I mean, any society is going to have that. But the problem is it evolves over time, right? Like I saw one guy mention
it evolves and changes. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one guy mention he was like, we just want beautiful women like the Greek statues, and I was like, you've never went and looked at the Greek statues. Those girls are chubbers.
Yeah.
You know why they're chubbers? Because back in the day,
if you ate well, it meant you were rich.
It meant you were rich.
Yeah,
so
true.
yes.
But
the 16th chapel.
Well, I was just going to say you can establish what they call an epistemology, where you go back to the root. You're like, why did people actually think this was beautiful, and why did they not think? And you can go back and you can look at that, and you can kind of you even study your own proclivities that way too. Yeah, so when they talk about standards here, I want to say, okay, can you tell me where these come from and why we need to because maybe we ought to, but you have to explain it to me first, man.
Well, it's another example to me of who died and put you in charge of what's what. Like, I mean, like this streamer girl, personally, I think she's conventionally attractive. And I mean, the thing is I'm somebody, like I said, I've been in like the goth and punk subculture for 25 years. So it's like I'm around chicks with like different colored hair and face piercing. So that's like normal to me. I don't look at that and be like, ugh. My only standard as a man is don't fucking smell and have a job.
I mean, yeah.
So when I
think at the end of the day, this should have never happened. Like, this is drama that should. This
is shit that should never have happened. Because I would have looked at this and been like, stupid, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to make a video about it.
Actually, what's funny, the older I get, the more I look at things like hands. Like, I was looking at her hands the entire time, and I was like, why are they so red? Like, you got blood pressure issues?
Keyboards?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe she just dyed her hair. You don't know. She could have just dyed her hair.
Yeah, she's probably gaming like a second ago.
Oh man!
I think she just dyed her hair, but
she did speak Chinese because the character speaks Chinese sometimes for like certain like ults and junk. So she actually knows Chinese.
But here's a question: is she legit in China?
No, she's here.
Is she from China?
Well, remember
Blizzard
Activision, a bunch of shares in China. I think China. I don't know how much China owns, but Blizzard really loves to ship for China.
Yeah, they do love it over and over and over again in Blizzard.
They have a lot of Eastern Asian characters from Japan, China in the game now. Like a lot of people were complaining about that, but they're a little less louder.
Yeah.
And that seems to be the thing that a lot of these guys complain about is they want your typical 14-year-old Chinese girl with a big fucking machine gun in a scantily clad costume, and that's sexy, hot, beautiful women for them. And that's pretty telling.
And like they can like that, but Savvy plays only Hoyoverse games from the looks of it. Yeah. So she's brainwashed by like Genshin Impact face, which is nigh the same thing every time.
Yeah, and here's the thing: like Overwatch is not the anti-woker game. It's never been the anti-woker game. It's
kind of been like that alternative game.
Well, no, it's the true example of like back in the day. one thing I remember, one of my big agreements with in anti-worker culture was stop changing the games that we have to put in these crazy characters. Make your own game. And
don't change the shit up. Don't change the shit up. No, I agree with that. But I mean, like, here's an example. To me, when I say that, like, Overwatch has always been kind of like an alternative shooter. And when I say alternative, I mean, like, once again, like kind of like the goth, nerdy, punk subculture thing. I'm going to keep going towards that. And the reason why is to the second point of legacy.
Sorry, I was reading David Sector's comment. That was funny.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
That's a good one. Off topic, 8-Bit Eric had a good loot run in Ark Raiders and distracted him with fast food questions, and he got taken out. Doing God's work, damaged. Doing God's work.
My God. But yeah, but my final note on this myself is that Savvy is an out of control SJW masquerading as an anti-woker at this point, and they're just ignoring her. And
it's just somebody who wants more views and attention because,
or it could be a man. That's also possible, I guess.
But to quick put the button up on what I was saying, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Who do you think that appealed to most?
Me.
Well, Legacy. No shit, but do you think that kids, once again, like skinny puppy kids and shit like that, do you think they would have kind of gravitated towards that more because it was like dark and gothic?
Oh, it was the edgy stuff. Yeah, edgy.
See that's kind of what I was trying to say. I wouldn't call it edgy. It was very, very long-winded, but I mean, hey, the theme song was made by the guy from Information Society, so I thought it was cool. But it's like. But, you know, like people that like vampires and shit like that, they would gravitate towards a platformer action game like that. Same like Medieval or some shit like that. Over some of the more conventional shit like Prince of Persia. It's something that's like in a little niche that would appeal to a small subgroup of people that aren't so much in the mainstream.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of one now. There's one that's like, I think more obscure.
But I mean, like, no, Soul Reaver, hands down, fucking amazing game. I hate how it ended on a cliffhanger, but that would appeal to people that are like into horror games, just like Blood. People will go for Blood, and then you hear like Evil Dead references, and you're like, ooh, you know.
Oh, you know, I just thought of one more thing on this subject matter. I know Savvy streams, and she does like. You know, she tries to make herself look up, you know, make herself up. So she does all that stuff. So this is another streamer who does the same thing. This could also be one female jealous of
another female.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, I have to say something positive about Savvy, even though there's so much negative to talk about with her. She's a RimWorld player, so she can't be half bad. But if that's her husband playing...
Cheryl. She hasn't really posted RimWorld though in a while.
She has like
I remember
6,000
reading about how
hours.
women that like vampires would be disappointed with Soul Reaver. Dude, if you ask any goth chick what vampire movie she loves, she is not going to tell you Fright Night. She might because Chris Sarandon looked fucking great back in the day, and I'm a straight guy, but I recognize game. You know what I mean? Like him, but like any goth chick that likes vampires, she's going to immediately tell you Queen of the Dam. The soundtrack and Stuart Townsend in the fucking bathtub with the flowers. I fucking hate that movie because it was terrible, you know? But the whole thing is, it's just, that's a stupid thing to say.
I have a story, Kimoji, about the Twilight crowd. So I was dating a girl, right? I know, seems like it wouldn't happen. But
the Twilight crowd would go for like Anne Rice shit.
Yeah.
You're dating did she eventually become your wife? No.
No. I'm glad I dodged a bullet with that one. So anyway, she's been trying to talk to me, you know, into watching the movie with her, and I'm like, you don't want me to watch that movie with you. You're not gonna like how it ends up, you know. And she was finally like, okay, I'll watch it with you. That's fine. And you know, going through the movie, I'm like, this is basic, you know, boy teen movie shit. But man, it got to that scene. It got to that scene when he was like, see me for the monster that I am. And suddenly he starts glittering. And I start laughing and just rolling, and she got so fucking mad at me.
Someone just said God will not bless me, apparently, because I posted victory under that post where they're changing her face. They go, shut your filthy mouth, you bitch. I got the post in Chinese. They're sorry. Oh, they called me the F slur. That says he'll fuck my mom to death, bro.
What?
Call them bed bug over this character. Jesus. They are mad that they lost.
Some people don't like Twitter, but some of the stuff that people come out with it. Okay, since we're kind of dying down a little bit on this drama, we've seen, her
it's psychotic.
I got
all
a
it is.
game that I want your opinion on, Jersey.
Oh,
what?
Shadow
the VA
Man.
commented.
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man?
You ever play Shadow Man?
Shadow Man. Which one?
The first one, Shadow Man. I guess it's remastered now. I got
that's the N64 one with the guy holding the skull and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grum's commented finally because he caught up to it to spread this shit.
Oh, great. Grummy fucking stop sipping the breast milk and come in
938.
and say
He
something.
said women in games should have no say, especially voice actors. That's just misogyny, bro.
Grum should shut the fuck up and go back to like ripping off his mother.
Jesus Christ. Like, they just don't care. They just read rage bait posted from each other and they lose. They play telephone.
Yeah.
It's telephone.
You know they text each other. Did you see my tweet?
Yeah, they do text each other.
They're like fucking 16-year-old girls in high school. Did you see the tweet that I made about that bitch?
Oh man.
But as far as the Shadow Man question goes, I've heard good things about it. I personally have never played it. I was more of like a Chakra the Forever Man kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
It slipped under my radar of shit to play. Like I was more like Nightmare. I was more like Nightmare Creatures.
Yeah, it kind of hit me as a. I'll post this live while we're going for it. I don't remember where I found it, but I found the game and man, I loved it. But I didn't remember anything about it until I saw a pack that had like all the Tomb Raiders, Shadow Man, and Soul Reaver in it, and I was like, that's what made me think of it, and I picked that up, man. Whew, it's fun.
Boy, did they shut the fuck up. You know what? Speaking of, that reminds me, boy, did they shut up about that awful fast. Do you remember the controversy where they were complaining about how the statues looked in Soul Reaver?
By the way, Blizzard is urging Blizzard. That's not the attitude I got.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's accurate.
Was that the voice actor of Anna is urging Blizzard? Yeah, it sounds like they talked together, right? That's where y'all get that's where the idea of the performance.
Yeah, she didn't pressure nobody. That's what I don't get why people think she's pressuring. She literally
she didn't pressure. She just said, "This is what I want. This is what I'd like to see."
They told her, be honest. They told her post a video, because this clearly was just early confirmation that What's crazy is this actually went under the rug. A random other streamer who has inside context with Blizzard actually already confirmed that they're going to change it a day ago before they actually did the official announcement.
I love this fucking dickhead saying that women have no place in gaming, and it's
this is the most disgusting fucking post I've seen him yet.
What about
and it's not
Mabel
even funny.
Addis?
There's nothing funny here. This
Mabel
guy is
Addis,
literally
Carol Shaw, Donna Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Again, fundamental, complete misunderstanding of this entire drama because they just don't care. They don't care to stop Savvy being just this mental thing. That's just an activist. They're all activists complaining about activists, and it's driving me insane.
It is crazy to listen to, but I like going
journalists are bad unless it's me.
Right.
It's very difficult to find out where this is actually real and where this is all just like I'm just performing my ideology against yours, and this is and we're gonna forget about this next week, you know.
And Dextero is a piece of shit, by the way. I hate Dextero too. I blocked that account ages ago.
Ugh, get rid of that shit. But it's like
they posted this shit and they did not have to type all that. They could have just typed voice of support.
You know who's one of the contributors to Dexerto? Pirate Nation. Pirate Nation, part of XOX League, Team XOX League, who are a bunch of data miners, contribute to a lot of these websites. The reason for that, by the way, I covered this in my Expedition 33 analysis, is The way that journalism works now is this is actually covering for all the information gaps that journalism used to do. So nothing has really changed ever since Gamergate. Nothing has really changed. The only thing that's really changed is the way the information gets out there. But Pirate Nation, Dexerto, all these people, really, they're kind of in bed with like probably Tencent and NetEase and other Chinese companies. And really, this is all just to get eyes on their product. That's really all this is.
Yeah, I could believe that. I mean, looking back, I remember doing a video or looking into, I did a stream where I was looking into Endymion, and some of the articles that he was using were from a Pakistani news company that just like 1 minute they would write how woke a game was, and the next minute they would write a woke article, and he would use it cutting out their names. God, what was the name of that company?
So they cut out. So that's exactly what Pirate Nation would do. He would actually cut out like the sources to all his stuff, and he would make it look like. And by the way, because it has a certain narrative, it tricks people into thinking this is all grassroots and organic and coming from people who are actually based or chuds. But it's not. It's people who know how to mimic the talking points well enough to where they appear legitimate enough that people are like, yeah, this is true, and then they just to go with it.
Tech Gamers, that's what it was. It was like Tech Gamers something other. Yeah. But when you look like,
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you look a little bit below the surface. And that's the problem. No one wants to dip their head below the surface and just see
said shit.
how bullshit it is.
Well, I understand that too. To a lot of people, like I wonder if there's a certain extent where people do not treat this as seriously as some others do, and it's really just a game. It's just let's find out what my favorite influencer is saying today, and this is what I'm going to get excited about or angry about today. Like, people do genuinely go out every week looking for what can I get upset about today, because that's what drives me.
Yeah. Negative press has always driven, the most of the world.
You need a new hobby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is something that's prevalent in mankind since even before the internet, right? No one ever read the article; they only read the headline. That's why the headlines are.
Yeah, but now you have to hear more stupid voices, and you just have to sit there and kind of sift about. Okay, why are they posting this? Why are they talking about this? What are they trying to get out of this?
I remember a really old interview with Rush Limbaugh a long time ago, where Rush Limbaugh was talking about another radio guy who said that someone used to listen to that radio guy over and over again, just used to yell at the radio, get really angry, and someone asked him, like, why do you do this every day? And he was basically like because it makes me feel alive. It makes me feel like I'm like something is going on, even though he's yelling at the fucking radio. Well, see, it's cathartic for some people to engage with stuff like this. Like, it's weird, but it's what I guess it's what they get out of bed in the morning for. But
yeah, well, I mean, it's generally a thing where you can get off. Like, you talk about one good way I've heard it said is that people like to get online and they like to blow off the steam from their shit 9-to-5 job, from their whatever else is covering up. So you get to come online, be anonymous, and say what you want to say on the internet. It's why I don't take
which is very weird
seriously.
These reactions to Farrah are fucking crazy, by the way. They're so mad that they're just pulling out all the rape jokes. Oh my god, this is not normal.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking of not normal, where it's like the guy yelling at the radio, it's
I'm
like
actually
I don't wake up.
She used the word cunty.
Yeah.
She works
like talk about she.
Having said that, was
pushing
bad
all the chips in.
No, cunty. I thought the word cunt was.
It is there.
No.
Taboo.
But but speaking of normal, it's like, does that sound normal to like wake up and yell at your car keys and be like, "Oh, fucking boxes"?
You'd be surprised. An Arabic server.
Yeah, but it's like, if I want to blow off the steam from my 9-to-5, I'll play a video game instead of yelling about one that I've never played.
Yeah, but some of those people that you're talking about, what they would do before the internet is they would yell at their video game, or
but you know what? Make a video about yelling at the game. Fuck you, Luigi, for throwing that red shell at me. Like, there's your video right there. But it's like, this is stupid. This is so fucking stupid.
For Simon's sake, though, I think he wanted to show something, right?
Oh, Simon, did you have something you wanted me to look at? I don't even know if he's still in the chat.
He linked in the
Speaking of which,
a while ago, actually.
Holy shit, we're all the way up to 180 in chat watching the video. That is fucking nuts. I don't know where all you guys came from, but thank you for watching the video. If you
and as far as all this anger, oh sorry.
Oh no, you're good. If you haven't liked the video, just helps me out. Little like to get on there. And if you like the content you're seeing with all of us idiots yelling at each other about the internet, give us a subscribe. Anyway, go ahead, Jersey.
It just boils down to. I was gonna say, even if you didn't like the video, hit the like button instead because the algorithm likes it.
Yeah, YouTube does actively listen, and when you say please consider liking and subscribing, I hate doing that, but it will listen and it will bump up the video.
Yeah, well, it's a game, right? You're playing the.
It's terrible,
game.
But no. Like I said, it just boils down to, once again, why are they posting this? What are they hoping to get out of this? And I hate to say it, but 8 times out of 10, you're hearing this outlandish shit coming from someone who wanted to be a gaming channel. They didn't make it, and now this is all they have. This is the only way that they could get attention. And I'm sorry, if you're not interesting enough to have somebody listen to you talk about playing Tomb Raider, and this is the way that you get your attention, is screaming at some lady for giving her fucking opinion about a project that she's being performative about. You could complain about that. But to focus on stupid shit like Ozempic, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
And then it telephones out of control to the point where, like, everyone thinks, I'm like, why are we bringing up lesbian? Like,
yeah, but if you
nobody's
want engagement, but if you want engagement and you want that 15 minutes of fame,
yeah,
play a different fucking video game. Play something trending. Play something that's topical. It's like I had to learn it the hard way. I want to show off this obscure shit that I love, but you know what? Think of it like if you want to book a band. You're going to book Metallica and you're going to book an opening act. What are you going to put first, the opening act or Metallica? And it doesn't matter if you like or dislike Metallica. Who are you going to put as a headline on the marquee?
Well, yeah, of course.
Oh, if you don't do
I like Metallica. But.
Well, if you don't put yourself first, everyone's going to leave after Metallica's done.
Well, there's that. But I mean, like,
that's true.
It took me years to realize that maybe instead of talking about this obscure game that no one gives a shit about except for a very small niche audience, maybe I should talk about Resident Evil. Maybe I should talk about Final Fantasy. Maybe I should talk about Chrono Trigger. Games that I love, but it's like, no, guys, I want you to check out this indie horror game that I'm playing that I paid like $2.99 for. It's a great game, but you've never heard of it, so you don't have a reason to check it out. Unless you're someone who's sitting up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You know why they would, though? You face cam and you do reaction shots while you play the horror game. Then people will tune in and be like, "Oh, look at this dude! He's like he's getting freaked out by the little
yeah, exactly.
green
but
girl or whatever."
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, is I've never been accused of being boring or being like a bad commenter or a bad personality on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck they would call it. I'm just a guy in a box in the corner talking about like playing Final Fantasy and going to the video store and renting this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, well, I think.
Do I have that character? Oh, it's both. To be honest with you, I was a big Bill Paxton fan, and like Terminator was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And you see, this is the part about passion and like going back retro. When I was a kid, we had like VHS tapes, and like my parents would like record random movies. We had one that was Ghostbusters, Terminator, and Fright Night. So I got the triple fucking triad of different types of like movies to grow up on as a little kid. Terminator was one of my favorites, and I always liked Bill Paxton. So just like him, fuck you, asshole. There you go.
Game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man. Game over. But you see, look at Bill Paxton. He looked pretty conservative and Twister, but look, there he is. He colored his hair. His opinions discarded.
He died pretty young, didn't he?
He died super young. I was sad because he was in so many iconic movies, either bit parts or real parts. He was even in.
I was surprised at that. I was like, when they announced that, I was like, really? Like he's only getting started.
There was he was like way started, but I think it was like a malpractice thing. It was one of those deals where they fucked up and they screwed up, and he wound up dying on their watch. But I always loved him as an actor, and I think just holding up the knife and saying "fuck you," it's like a thing about my personality. That's just how I am.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
But just to button up that last thing, it's you have to talk about topical things. You have to talk about shit that people know to get them to come check it out. Like I started doing streams on Final Fantasy VI, which is 3 in America, but there's a hack for it. So people are like, hey, there's something new with a Final Fantasy game that I love, one of the best ones ever. And then you have to be entertaining enough as a presenter. And I like that term better, a presenter. Mm-hmm. You have to be entertaining enough to talk about what the game is about and share shit and make that connection with your audience. You have to build that rapport. And if you're unable to build that rapport with an audience of people that are enthusiastically ready to talk about RPGs and JRPGs, and then this is what you're reduced to is getting mad about Ozempic, that sounds like a you fucking problem.
Oh,
so what are you playing right now?
I am playing. We can go into it. So I'll talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me...
I want to get my flowers for this one because I was on your ass for a while to get this.
You were on my ass. I was like, man, it's just another card game. I don't want to play... Uh-oh, we went to the wrong one. What am I doing here? That's my face cam. Hey, guys, if you want me to make a lot of money, you like and subscribe. Okay? I've got someone working on another PFP that I'm going to do for some of my deep dive streams where my character will be he'll have a 10 hat on and he'll be holding my AR.
Good on you to put that clock in the beginning like that. That's actually a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. Well, this I try and funnel them through. So you got clock. Anyway, let me explain the game first. I found a pretty broken build. This is Deck of Haunts for anyone who hasn't seen yet. It's a card building, deck building game where you play a haunted house. You have your heart room here, and you're trying to protect your heart room from all the people that are trying to sneak in. You have 2 ways to get rid of them. One is kill them. Well, 3 ways technically. One is kill them with their health. One is drive them insane. And then the other is to get them to run away. If they see a dead body, generally people will run away. But there's other ways. So now I'm working with a insanity deck that pretty much can go forever if I get it started. So
now when you try nightmare mode, there's actually going to be a modifier that you can put in there that you will lose health if they escape.
More getting dead. So do you like Dungeons and Dragons, like any of the tabletop stuff?
Yeah. I'm actually an active DM. In Dungeons and Dragons.
Something to look for coming out this year. They actually got a demo out. Have you heard anything about The Secret of Weepstone?
I have not. The Secret of Weepstone.
Ooh, yeah, look it up, dude. This game, this looks so cool. I played the demo, and it looks super old school. It looks like it's pencil drawn.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, same. Oh, I have seen this one. You've shown this one to me before.
It is so cool, dude.
Oh, Secret of Weepstone. It's based off of an actual.
All right, I'm wish listing this shit. That looks nice.
Yeah. It's been in the back of my mind, but thank you for reminding me, EGAD, because that's definitely one that I want to look at.
Why did I get a Chinese paragraph now? I'm not hitting translate on this. Block. I'm just blocking these. Okay, literally everyone. PSA: if you love arguing, sure, but God, look at the dates for these accounts, and they're literally first name bunch of numbers is probably a bot. Like 2025, 2026 account, especially 2026 accounts that immediately are just posting the most rancid things in the universe. Yeah, don't even argue with it. It's a bot.
Yeah.
This particular game, though, Deck of Haunts, I usually describe it as Rose Red meets The Sims.
Yeah. Well, see,
because one of the.
Go
ahead.
So I've gotten this like pretty cool deck. See, I've got these guys already up to 5 mass psychosis. Yeah. What I do is I keep doing this. This card's for real. It restacks. Yeah. So discard your hand, draw a card or every card that's discarded. I have 6 AP now because I have sheep that give me 3 AP every time they're discarded. Let's see if I actually can get.
Yeah,
one.
your
I might
deck
have
is
to close
broken
it
as
out.
fuck.
Oh yeah, it's see there we go. There's
Your
a
deck
sheep.
is like Karai in Tournament
Sheep.
Fighters on the SNES.
We'll go ahead and hit that guy with a number 6. Then we'll do this. Now I have 7 AP. Keep going. Oh, there's another mass psychosis. Now he's got 6. Only 1 sheep though. We'll go ahead and do that now.
Wow.
I just keep going. Now this one's probably going to close out. I think this one's going to end up closing out because I don't have anything to draw. If I do that, this one has.
Now the cool thing about this game is that in between the nights you get to build up your house
Mm-hmm.
even more, and you have like a whole plethora of rooms that you can unlock and place in. Like you can put in a crematorium, and that has some sort of an effect. I believe that makes the bodies disappear if you kill someone in that room. There's new rooms now that since I last played where it's like there's a cave where monsters will crawl out of it and run through the house and help you out. So there's a nice bit of strategy to it. But for someone like me who's into like horror and spooky stuff, definitely caught my attention. Like I love paranormal shit. So when I hear haunted house, I'm like, ooh. And then when I hear card game, I'm like, it depends on the context. So I mean, like just this hit every box for me personally.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the only reason I stopped playing this game off stream was because Menace came out in early access, and that game I've been waiting for forever. If you like tactical strategy games, Menace is made
Menace
by,
I have seen.
Yeah.
It's very XCOM-y.
Yes. Well, it's from the makers of, I don't know if you've even heard of Battle Brothers. Oh man, that one closed out. Battle Brothers was a really fun, like tactical mercenary game where you, where it's difficult, we'll say, where you like your people are gonna die, things are gonna happen. Give me some cards. Oh, good, we got. One. Give me some cards. Do that. There we go. More insane. Oh, you're almost dead. You're the one I need to kill. But yeah, this is definitely a good game. Yeah. This one's going to kill both of them. 14. 8 mass psychosis, 2 damage apiece. He's already at 2. I click the button, they die. That's actually the farthest some people have gone in my game. If anyone who's watching, since I got people here, want me to play a game, I always try and put some, or at least my new thing now, I think that I enjoy doing, is I like to play an indie game or something behind while I'm watching videos. This one, you didn't get to see it as much because a lot of it was tweets and stuff like that. But if you have some indie game that you like or that you want to see me play, you can head over into the Discord. I have an area that is for indie games. You can put in any indie games there. If you have any content you want me to watch, like we like to look up fucked up video games, fucked up RPGs. I've watched videos on ethnic cleansing. I'm planning on we've me and Grizzle
Ethnic
have
Cleansing,
read,
my favorite.
Yes, it's such a good game.
Actually, I've got a question for you, War. How'd you enjoy Kid Rock's performance?
I haven't enjoyed Kid Rock in years. You mean his lip
I love
singing?
his old songs. What happened though? I didn't realize it was
just
kind of
a lot of the
pedo,
usual
too.
suspects have been talking about how it was such a big W.
Yeah, I don't know about
the
that.
weird. I never realized he made those weird comments about minors though.
Yeah.
All right,
Like-
Grizzle, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, go look at David Allen Coe and some of the songs that he made off of his, like, I think it's the X-Rated album. Someone I think mentioned that. David Allen Coe and Kid Rock are really close friends. David Allen Coe wrote music that was just literal redneck racism talking about black people. I mean, it gets like every slur is there. I know this because I used to listen to it as a young guy.
I see it as someone worded as it's a black guy on his legacy.
Oh, it's pretty bad. It's stuff like send them back over to Africa, and then I can't even say the slurs that are in there.
Dude, I love that narrative that they have that like only white males have played video games or been in the video game industry. That
It's
shit's
so weird.
amazing to me.
I don't know why they want to hostilely like push the other gender away though, instead of trying to meet in the middle.
I know,
more.
like back in the day, I had friends that were girls that played video games, and it's like, and you would think that these people are old enough to remember that, like before, I want to say what, like 98, 99, back before the PS2 shit started happening, when like you'd see like rappers and shit playing PS2, and it went a little mainstream and all that, or Xbox, just to be fair.
Yeah.
It
They've
wasn't
just been
cool to play video
consumed.
games. It wasn't cool to play video games back in the day. You were a nerd. I mean, even John Con. I always used to laugh. I used to call John Connor a cocksucker when I was a kid, because he would sit there and be like, all the other kids were into Nintendo. Meanwhile, earlier, this motherfucker's playing Afterburner in the arcade. So how are you making fun of kids for playing video games when you do it yourself? Well, that's very on brand with these people. But the whole point being is that it wasn't cool to play video games. So if you had like pretty girls that played video games, you'd want them to fucking be around you.
I can tell you though why it is. It's generally because the way that they've done memes about this too. But it used to be that you start a hobby, and you know, your friends get into your hobby, and even though a woman might not necessarily be interested in your hobby, she still wants to, like, because women are generally more social creatures than men are.
Mm-hmm.
So she would get into your hobby, but she would want to change it from internally to something that is more attainable to her, but also like be part of it. And it's one of the fundamental differences between men and women, and it's something that needs to be reconciled between men and women. But that's usually what would happen. Is that's why men didn't, you know, well, right now men are being told, like, you don't want women to get involved because they're going to ruin everything. It's like, not necessarily.
That's
like,
weird.
They're going to want to
Take the
change
bad
it.
faith out. That's all they have to do is find bad acting culture and
they're going to want to change it, but you got, like you said, you got to meet in the middle somehow, because
it sounds like they have a poor problem communicating with their partners.
Yeah, so
it's just like, you know, well, War Gaming Dad probably knows this better than we do, but just like if you're married, it's like you can't just be like, no, I'm the head of the household and I make all the decisions, because it is a dynamic. Like ultimately
absolutely.
I have a way different dynamic. My chick wants to decorate the house. I give her the debit card, and she's happy with that. I'm fine. I just want my little corner with all my shit. Don't touch that. You can fuck with the rest of the house, and we get along great.
Well, that's most men, right? Like the house.
Like
is for the
that's
woman,
like 90s
the man
culture.
cave
I
is
feel
for the
almost.
man. So it's one
But
thing
like
that I love
everybody's
about my
different.
wife. Well, true, and
But
women,
I get the idea that people are afraid that women will ruin their hobby or something like that. Like, oh, we don't want a girl playing Dungeons and Dragons with us. But I mean, it's that sounds like a communication problem at the end of the day. Like, just sit down and be like, fucking, you know, just have the conversation instead of just assuming that they're going to ruin it.
Well,
it's because they act different online too, in a way, or they just they're hiding their actual like views.
I don't know.
Like,
A lot of these people you can tell are really piss poor at social things. I mean, don't we have somebody who's like crying right now that all of his friends don't want to talk to him anymore?
yeah, there's factual evidence now that he's losing people IRL over this.
Who? Asmund?
Smash.
Oh yeah.
Asmund, no, he's losing. Yeah, he's losing his best friends to like different ass allegations.
When I say horrific things in public and nobody agrees with me about it?
So far,
it's like the whole world's gone insane.
Is he really saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but he's
he legit made there was a clip floating around where he was legit complaining that he was complaining about like race. I don't want to say that because I almost said race.
Yeah.
Maybe it is race, but he was complaining about something. And his friends were like, yeah, people were like, no, or maybe it was just politics in general, one or the other. But it was like he was complaining about something, and people that, people that are like family, people that are like close, like, I can't believe they just shut you out like that, dude. It's crazy, bro. It's like, yeah, maybe not everybody agrees with the shit.
Well,
maybe not everybody agrees with your shit.
I know it seems that while like Hypnotic is still talking to him, he seems to be distancing himself from the
Oh
movement.
yeah, because now he's
Right.
involved in the
Yeah.
fucking lawsuit.
This is actually this is actually something John Del Rose has been talking about. Is he suspects there's some kind of well, he calls it a whisper network because John likes, you know, he kind of drums things up too. He does some of his own performative stuff.
Yeah.
But he talks about like a whisper network. It's funny, Wargaming Dad. John recently told me that Yorch. He kind of cut ties with Yorch for a bit, but Yorch kind of came crawling back because I think Yorch was trying to get into whatever networking they have going on, and he didn't really work out for him. So he kind of came crawling back, and now he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean the things I said."
Well, Yorch is the very definition of like a grifter. He's already admitted it to me personally on X. And then on
Who
top
talks
of
to
it,
people different in DMs?
Oh yeah, of course he does. And then you look at like what he does. Like I went to his little news channel. I forget what it's called that everyone uses. What all these kids use nowadays. Substack, that's what it is. And he told me to go like read one of the Substacks. So I went and read his one on Mario. It was a copy and paste of how Mario teaches you to play a game. Like the article is like, I've seen this article before, or I've seen a YouTube video about this, and I went and searched, and it's like a video from a while back. So yeah, he probably doesn't give a shit about gaming. He just sees it as a medium that he can use to try and get popularity. Even his last, I was watching, he went on into.
I think Smash is the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I saw him do a little Twitter space where it was like how to get lots of clicks after he had like one tweet that got a lot of clicks. Well, he has a social media thing that he tries to sell. I can improve your social media. Just pay me like $1,300 or something like that. Yeah, he does. Absolutely.
Who?
Yorch.
Pay him $1,300? All he does is just post outlandish shit. Well, you know, I can tell you right now what
There's
it
a
is
sucker
for
born
free.
every day. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I can tell you right now what the secret is, and I'll do it for fucking free, and he'll hate me for it. Just post outlandish shit, get people that agree with you to respond to it that way, and then people who don't agree with you are going to respond twice as much and tell you how stupid you are.
Oh man!
I'll tell you two stories. I used to work in telemarketing, and I'll tell a little bit about the job I work at right now. But I'll tell you that the secret to telemarketing is just you play the lottery. You call enough people and you find the one person who's willing to spend a bunch of money on whatever your product you're selling. So that's the bulk of what you're doing. The job I'm working at now, there's a similar pitch, right? We have to pitch people to spend more money than they probably should. I recently told one of my employees, just based on the telemarketing thing, I said, I want you to ask everybody this question. I'm like, because normally we don't, but I want you to ask everybody. And she did, because she didn't really understand a lot of the concepts. Like I tried to explain to her things like, they're not teaching kids these things nowadays, but I tried to explain to her things like spending a certain amount of money per year or per month just to kind of balancing your budget. She didn't understand that. So I guess her parents haven't taught her about like budgeting. Yeah. But basically, I talked to her about spending habits, and I said, you need to work this into your pitch, and she didn't understand it. So I said, all right, well, let's get down to the real basics. Everybody who comes into the store, I want you to pitch this to them. And lo and behold, she did it, and she actually got 3 people to sign up to spend more money than they actually had to.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's stuff like that where I see stuff like that and I kind of realize like that's as simple as it is. There's actually no trick to it. It's actually some people are just way too eager to spend money. So that's why I understand why if York is doing that, or if people have like a Patreon where it's like spend this much money, you will get some people who will do this. Like they will spend that money.
Oh yeah, I mean look at the Andrew Tates and all of that stuff. I mean these guys. This isn't a new grift that has happened. The idea of getting people to pay more money than they need for stuff. I was just watching a clip about like the become a good dad thing by doing military workouts, which aren't even military workouts. All day, let some guy yell at you. Here's a good article though. You talk about like Yorch. Why you should
By the
monetize
way,
your
I had to
hobby.
bring up something real quick.
Yeah. Oh.
I hate goddamn China, man. Not an actual Chinaman, but we're talking about China, right? Oh, there's releasing just announced exclusive skins that only exist in China for Overwatch. God damn it.
China's
No, that was the same with that was the same with World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It sucks. Why?
Well, they do it because there is that
They probably get paid a fuck
that
ton for it.
recognition that they do have that cultural differences. This is why, by the way, all the people who are woke, who think like we're pushing this agenda and all this stuff, you're not, because when it goes to China or Saudi Arabia or whatever it is, they filter it out.
Yeah.
Oh, and
it doesn't
another
actually
point,
do
did you guys
anything.
hear about the freaking Minnesota Republican candidate?
No, but I've been trying to stay out of
That was actually pretty freaking awful what happened. They suspended their entire campaign because their daughter got stabbed to death by her husband.
Jesus
Christ.
Yeah, so he just dropped out of the race completely because of it.
Yeah.
But Minnesota. I don't want to go to Minnesota anymore, man.
Yeah.
I'm never going to Minnesota anymore.
But when we're talking about
No,
York
yeah, I'm good.
and the grift and
York.
things like that, yeah, you said you should monetize
Random
your
dark
hobbies. Whoops. Yeah. And why you should why you should monetize them, and it's more about like what you should do to make money, and then it's this isn't the one. He had another thing where you did more money, and it looks like he may have gotten rid of it because I'm not finding it. Join today if you want to learn about ways to monetize your love of gaming. Subscribe to my Substack. You'll learn how to build an audience online and create games and game assets for his little game that he made. Free subscribers get a weekly opinion article of everything happening in gaming from gaming devs markets, plus monthly stuff. Paid subscribers get a deep dive article every week on game dev marketing and how to grow your social media presence. You also have access to community chats and exclusive game design things. So I'm wondering if he hid it behind the paid subscribers. But he had like
shit.
Yeah. And then God, where was that Mario article? He writes all these little articles, but they're like copy and pastes of stuff that already exists. Changed so it doesn't look completely right. But here it is. How Super Mario Brothers taught millions to play without saying a word. This is straight out of a idea that has been pushed around gaming for years. So,
does Nintendo know that he's using Mario in his fucking pyramid scheme?
I know, right? Nintendo will take everyone down. But with all that, guys, I'm going to shill one more time. And then we may be calling it out of here. So we still have,
I'm tired.
Holy shit, 167, 170 people in here. Thank you guys all for coming by. I appreciate the engagement. If you could do the very least, right? I love my lurkers, but if you could just take your finger or your mouse and click on that little like button, or like they said, the dislike button. It doesn't matter to me if you dislike me. It'll help me out a bunch. If you have any ideas for anything you want me to see or talk about online, I have in my Discord, the pig pen, I have a section called Feed the Pig. You feed me the slop so I can watch it and eat it. If you have any games you want me to watch, I have an indie game.
Oh, do you know what?
too.
I just got that. I don't know why I didn't get it before, but the pig slop.
Yeah,
that's actually really clever. Wow.
It's also Feed the Pig is also a kind of a reference to a creepypasta that has like similar things about it too.
One, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Feed the Pig slop. It's the pig pen. So go there and do it. And if you're super generous, subscribe and help me get to 500. My goal is 500 by the end of the year. Trying to see if I can get there. But anyways, thank you guys.
You can do it.
I can do it. Thank you all for coming on. I think this was a pretty awesome stream. A lot of fun having different opinions on here. So
we had some laughs. We killed some time.
Mm-hmm. Y'all want to shout your channels out or anything like that before you go?
I'm never good at promoting myself.
So I don't know the name of your. I forget the name of your actual channel. So I call him
Shadow Moses Collective.
Shadow Moses Collective. He's a great indie game, and
I wouldn't say that. I'm
retro is what I was going to say. Retro is his main.
I appreciate
thing that he does. So yeah, go check him out. And then of course EGAD. Do you want to tell him about your channel?
Oh yeah, well I didn't post anything recently. I do try to post every now and then, but my real life has taken a turn where I'm actually working a whole lot more, so I haven't been able to post as much. But I do still write scripts, and I would say instead of subscribing my channel, go look at Fandom Pulse. It's made by John F. Trent, John J. LaRose, and I post stuff there. So if you want to look at some of the stuff I write there and post there, you can do there. So Fandom Pulse.
I just got a cool notification for fighting game lovers. Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, the newcomers, is on sale on stream right now. $9. It's probably one of the better older Fatal Fury releases.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you want to know something that's on sale,
totally buying
that. Peppa Pig World Adventures is on sale right now, and it just came out for like $17.99.
Why are you promoting your little sister's game?
It's not my little sister. I have 3 kids.
Peppa La Pig.
And it's actually my son. He's gotten like he switches between a lot of stuff. He likes Ninja Turtles. He likes
at least normal things, Scott.
What era of Ninja Turtles?
Oh, my era of Ninja Turtles. I taught him the right way. We actually watched the Ninja Turtles.
The 2002 one? Was that the 2002 one?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
that one's more like action oriented, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 2 real like eras, I want to say. There was the 89 movie, and then I think, what the hell one was it where they had like Sean Astin playing Leonardo?
Don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
That was probably
I remember
before me.
the original movie and the one with Vanilla Ice in it. Was that the second movie?
Oh, that movie sucked dick.
The keeper of the slime or something like that.
Yeah.
Secret of the
Ooze. The
Ooze.
Super Shredder at the very end. Yeah.
It's the 2012. It's the 2012 series of TMNT.
They had the Surf Ninja Kid in it.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
You guys remember Surf Ninja?
Surf Ninjas. Now you're making me feel. I got to get out of here. Out of here. Or what was the one where they wore the masks? There was another ninja movie that they wore the masks in. I can't remember what it was called.
Karate Kid. No. Three Ninjas. Three
Ninjas. That was another one. I mean, I love all those.
Did you see this ducking? What the fuck? I just found like the Heritage Foundation today, an hour ago, posted a 250-year-old.
Don't take it down. Don't take it down. Bring up that yard shit again. The flat ground surface serves as a low-risk runway to practice tail spinning, gliding, and flying. That's some Nintendo Power tier fucking hint right there.
Hold on.
That's some classified file shit. If you're able to make Mario fly, you're soon rewarded with a trail of coins that leads to floating platforms with more coins and a block with a 1-up mushroom.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. We'll do one more thing before we go.
Where's the beautiful Goombas?
Mm-hmm.
Goombers?
Let's see if I can find it here.
Yeah, instead of Gooner, it should be Goomba.
Why is... Yeah, I'm reading this right now. Yeah, Heritage Foundation posted an hour ago a 250-year plan for the country.
Can't believe it. Do we need a walkthrough for Super Mario Brothers 3? God.
Yes, actually, that would be fun. That'd be actually really fun.
Maybe if they actually played it instead of bitching about fucking games that no one's ever heard of, I think.
None of the Mario games lately are super bad either. Like, why do I never see them playing like any new like Mario shit?
You never see them really playing much of anything.
Thank you, Redstone. Right. I appreciate that. Same for you, Money. I think I had a good stream tonight. Yeah, I mean,
you already heard me have having like a fucking mental breakdown listening to Dickhead attempting to play Final Fantasy Tactics. Dude, fuck my life. Well, why can't you just pick up the items? Jesus Christ, dude.
Don't destroy your room.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I enjoy listening to you crash out, but don't break your stuff.
Oh no, I
Anyway,
didn't break anything. The
so-
dog just knocked over something on the table.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna say it one more time too for anyone who's listening. While I got people here, I'm streaming through in February, but March 1st I leave to go to a class that I have to take. I'll be gone for 3 weeks. I'm gonna put a note in all the places that I need to let you know. So I will be a little silent, probably just doing what I do on X, and then when I come back, we're going full force. But that's all I got.
Some
say,
of them
guys.
actually have. I got to point out Kamoji's thing really quick. That a lot of them did start up gaming channels. Remember?
Well, people say that I don't play video games. Well, bro, I mean, out of the 7 games that I played in the last 2 years, I do in fact have a gaming channel.
Yeah.
Now you do.
So I'm going to stroke my own ego because I'm pretty sure I'm the one that caused it.
We all laughed about
Kamoji sent me, you may have been there for it. Kamoji sent me SmashJT's Steam games that was public.
Yeah, it was a fucking joke.
It was a fucking ghost town. The only game I think played on it was
This is factoring into why I think most of his people must be boomers, because like he doesn't play games.
Yeah, he doesn't. And now after my stream, shortly after my stream, he privated his Steam. I'll just let that blow up my ego. So
No, that was funny because I remember we were all passing that shit around and laughing about it. And you know what the realization is, and I agree with that. These people think that they're gamers because they like occasionally play video games, but they're not as big a gamers as the rest of the world, and that they just can't handle.
Oh, Jersey,
once again,
the term you're looking for is
Tourist?
performative.
Performative.
Yes.
That is very, very true.
Well, it's this thing, like, you can be like a casual gamer. You've got your casual gamers, you've got the guys who only play like 1 to 2 games a year, but these guys,
and there's
wanna
no
prop
shame in
themselves
that,
up. Right? But these guys want to prop themselves up as being the guys you should listen to,
the
about
authority,
gaming, right?
Well, Kamoji, I got an answer for you. He got laughed out of the retro community because, once again, he's thin-skinned. He's not intelligent or charismatic or creative enough to put together competent shit. He's admitted it.
I was going to be the next angry video game nerd.
Motherfucker, you couldn't even come close to touching James Rolfe. Not in a million years. But he got laughed out of the community once again because when he first started sniffing around, he tried throwing all of us a Final Fantasy VII review. And we're like, this sounds like you read it off of Wikipedia.
Oh, bro, you're just jealous.
Of what? Your 14 views? If you go on his shit right now, and this will tell you how fucking invested his audience is, 197,000 subscribers, 297,000 subscribers, whatever. Go look at that Final Fantasy review. It probably still has not broken 1,000 views.
Well, he also went on his woke trip, right? The shirts
Which
off
one?
for gamers. Shirts off for gamers.
Shirts off for gamers, and what was the other one? The blackout for
he also
for Black Lives Matter.
Used to beg Bo Blacks to get on fucking what's his shit? What was his show? Twitter.
He wanted Bo Blacks to like add him into shit.
So, but anyway, I'll keep yapping with you guys all day. I'm old. I got to get to sleep. I work in the morning. So, everyone have a nice night, guys. And
I know some of us have like jobs for a living. We don't get to let our wives work all fucking day.
I know, right? I try. I tried to get her to do that.
Dude, I have the Chinese army at me right now.
You have the Chinese army coming on you right now. That's hilarious.
They're threatening to assault me, apparently, over this post. Like, they're all so mad. They're really mad about this choice.
Good night. Good night, Money. Good night, everybody.